What is hip hop happening, everybody? This is Stubbs here from Retro Handhelds, hanging out with our buddies. We got Ban from Ban Unboxed on the show today. We have Mr. Rob, the Retro Tech Dad. And we have our good friend Russ from Retro Game Core. Welcome back, my friend.
Hello, I'm happy to be here. You know, it's funny, I haven't been live in so long, even with the Nerd Nest, you know, that I'm like a little nervous. Like I don't usually get nervous, but I'm nervous right now. I don't know what's going on.
Oh no, shake it off.
Yeah.
Just
yeah, I'm good.
Do a little shake.
I think it has to do with this Celeste
live
competition
dance
that's coming up. You know, I've got a lot of pressure on me right now. So
you will not be judged. We will not judge you.
Based on what you've told us, I think
well, we'll see. I may have just been talking smack. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. But it should be a fun episode. So just wanted to say real quick, congrats on the 500K. I know it's been a few months, but since we've seen you, anyways, you passed that threshold, which is a huge milestone. And has it gone to your head? Would you say that you're more?
Oh yeah, I've totally sold out now. Yeah, like
okay,
I'm taking all these sponsorships and money and stuff. You know, like you can't trust a thing I say at this point. But you know, the big thing I did though, like at 500K, is I did my studio tour. I don't know if you guys saw that, but like. Yeah. I made a new room, like I debuted a new room and stuff, and I've been using that room like often, and it really has actually helped my whole flow. And so my like recording process is probably half the time that it used to be previously. I'm still filling up my time with like other stuff, you know, but that's been my biggest milestone since I think we last talked, is that I've kind of changed up the way I make videos.
I saw that. Yeah, you're doing the multicam thing, right? And you're able to just do it all in one go, and then you just cut it up, right?
Yeah, and so previously I used to record like, you know, like 20 hours straight of footage. Then I would cut it all up, and then I would like add voiceover afterwards. And so I was doing my videos like 3 times over, and now I can just do it all at once. It's beautiful. And yeah, Cadence has got the old school joke there about Raid Shadow Legends. I was like the first time I ever got an email was like those guys, and they're like, hey, you know, Raid Shadow Legends. And I was like, hey guys, should I do this? You know, and then for a while I was like, I'm definitely going to do this. And of course I didn't, but still.
Well, yeah, I think that's fair to sell out. I mean, you have to sell out a little bit by that point, by 500K, right? You're at 550 almost.
So I don't think people realize this, but it is the
your head is still the same size.
No, it's the opposite. It's like the more subscribers you have, the more power you have against like companies and stuff. And so you get to call the shots a lot more easily. I remember when I first like did my first video, like it was a company called Divoom. Have you guys heard of these? They sell these little TV looking speakers. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is someone who wants to send me something that's worth $40 for free. And like I spent like 3 days making a video for those guys, you know, and it was fine. You know, I made a video about it or whatever. But nowadays it's like I get to actually just focus on the things that excite me, regardless of any of that other stuff, you know. And so it's an interesting place to be, where I have a little bit more persuasive power with these companies to be able to say, hey, no, this isn't worthy to demonstrate on camera and that kind of stuff. And so a lot of those things are happening behind the scenes now. It's the opposite of what most people think. It's like, oh, now that he's big, he's beholden to these companies. And it's like, no, dude, it's like we get to call the shots now. It's amazing.
That's so cool.
Because it gives you a lot more flexibility.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And so yeah, money wise, I'm actually probably leaving a lot on the table, you know, because I don't do sponsors or any of that stuff. But I don't mind. Like I never went into this to like whatever, be rich or something. It's all about, let's make this community as cool as possible. Let's get all these handhelds out here. Let's review them. Let's find out which one's the best for you. And that's all we've been doing. So it's pretty cool.
And it's cool. And you're still able to make a living off it too in your retirement years, right? So it's a nice balance.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. And it's enough to support my family. And that's like the threshold. Once we're there, we're good. And I haven't had any issues. And I'm lucky in that I am retired military. So I have that too. So.
Well, we are here to talk about a number of nerd-filled subjects today. Handhelds, of course, as usual, but that's not everything. Just to give you a quick preview, okay, what's on the docket today. We're going to be talking about what games we're playing. The RG406V is here, so we're going to do some hands-on thoughts. And Russ, you have your review out today, and so we want to talk about that. RGB 10X Ban has on hand, so we'll see it in his hands. And Rob and Mr. Tech Dad. Rob, did you get the 406V today too?
I did not actually.
Maybe tomorrow. Yes, I was.
Possibly. Yeah.
Okay. In my video today, I filmed
those beautiful luscious hips in my hand.
The badonk. You need it. I immediately thought of you. I called out you and Russ in my
I
video.
love that 405V too. I love that
Yeah.
old chunky. It's great.
There's some stuff to talk about there. We'll also be talking about, of course, the TrimUI Brick, which is the big subject because it's such an appealing device. It's come out of nowhere. All of a sudden, we're hearing news about it, and people are getting very excited. Retroid Pocket Mini is huge right now. We're seeing some Batocera footage from that, and so I want to talk about that. MagicX, GKD, R46S, a whole bunch of software news, and then we're going to be doing something called a Pico 8 Celeste Challenge, Celeste-a-thon, that the four of us are going to see who has the best time through the first, about 40 seconds of Celeste, and we'll see who's the ultimate champion.
Optimistically, it's 40 seconds.
Yeah.
If I mean, I got the old scores up here, so last time I hit.
Look at those. This is not good.
Well, last time I hit 1 minute and 24 seconds. Thank you very much. So
that V10 was not it.
Ban had the high score at 43 seconds, so that's the one to top today. But yeah, so it's going to be a good show. And before we get too crazy here, why don't we talk about what we've been playing this week? Oh wait, no, TechDweeb.
Yeah, I think he's in the chat.
TechDweeb is in the chat. Do we have a TechDweeb present, Mr. Dweeble? Are you available?
Calling all dweeb.
Calling all dweebs. Come to the forefront.
Oh, I saw him.
Is he typing?
I saw him. He was in here before the show even started.
Well, maybe he's going
might have
potty
grabbed
right now.
Oh, yeah, there he is. There he is.
Hey, Mr. Dweeb. Just wanted to say, sir, congrats on the 100K threshold goal. That is huge for a YouTuber. I hope you get the plaque. Is it going to have my name on it or your name on it? I want to know. And just vicariously, it's really cool to see someone where we saw you from your start to where you're at now, 100K. You have that engaging video style, and it's just freaking awesome to see, dude. So we want to celebrate you and just say, good job, Dweeb, 100K.
It's super awesome. I think this is a huge milestone. It's like you get something from YouTube because you've been doing so well. You know what I mean? And I've got my little one over here on the wall, and I look at it every once in a while. I'm like, it's so cool that that thing came in the mail. And it's funny because I live with my in-laws and they're old, right? But when that thing came in the mail, they perked up and they're like, whoa, what is that? They're like, is that from YouTube? And I'm like, yeah. And they could care less that I'm at 500 and whatever at this point, right? But that I got that 100 and I got that plaque. They're like, holy crap, he really is doing something with this. And so, yeah, it's a big deal.
Man, you got to wonder what they're going to say once you reach 1 million.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but we'll see.
It'll happen.
Yeah,
man.
I think TechDweeb's going to get it before me. Honestly, this guy is doing so. Awesome.
He's Doge on the rocket. I'm telling you.
Yeah, who's getting to 1 million first? Who's getting to that milli? ETA Prime already won the race, but who's second?
Right.
I know Bob is probably close.
It's probably Bob. Yeah, because he's at 9 something, and then TechDweeb.
I put my money on.
Ban. Well, we'll see.
So.
Yeah, Ban Unboxed. Honestly, he's getting.
It's what the people crave.
If that happens, you win 2 stubs.
Oh yeah, we're on the same channel. Oops. We did it as a group effort. It's a community here, and so we'll maybe get there sometime next year. We're stoked for that. We're kind of doing that little sort of work up the ladder, but it's fun, and the YouTube game has its down points, but also has its high points.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a lot of fun when you're in it and you're getting some of those, you're in your flow state and you're getting a couple good videos out. There's no better feeling to do that. So creators out there, for one, keep up the good work. And for two, come hit me up in DMs and let me know. Let's hop on an episode and chat about you. These guys are doing great and successful. We want to talk to the new guys too. And Russ is our friend, but we can't have him on every episode. So, because he's a very busy boy. He's come back from Germany as well.
I did. And Amsterdam. Yeah, it's a great trip.
And we'll be talking about that later in the show. But okay, let's dive into it. So games we've been playing. I'll just start. So I beat Wave Race. Excited about that on 40XXV. Okay, done. No problem. And finally, took me 4 tries.
Okay, now you got to do the other 2 games though.
Wave Race
64. Wave Race though. 64.
Wave Race 64.
There was a Game Boy one, right? And then there was
Game Boy.
Yeah, there's a Game Boy.
Yep.
No way.
It was actually originally a Game Boy game, right? And then
the
64 version came out. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I learned something new every day. Okay, I'll have to try those. I really like the physics in the game. Rob got me excited for it, and yeah,
especially the water physics, so good. Oh
yeah.
man,
I played it through an extra time after I beat it and did my Game of the Month post there. I played it through another time just because I'm like, well, can I get best? Can I best my last playthrough? Because you can beat it in like 20 minutes. Also playing Star Ocean Blue Sphere on my Surface Duo, and The Messenger on MSI Claw. Yes, that's right, and it's banging speakers. Mm-hmm.
You'll be proud of me. You'll be proud of me.
What?
Because I've been playing my MSI Claw a lot too.
Oh, you've been doing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You turn on all those audio settings I was talking about.
I turn it up to 100 on that thing.
Yeah, you feel that. Yeah, that's right.
Oh
yeah, there it is. Yep.
Oh,
just like awesome. Nintendo 64.
It's so
I can't
good.
tell a difference.
It actually is. For a Game Boy game, it's actually pretty solid. It's kind of crazy. They somehow captured physics. I don't know how they did it, but
really,
yeah. Oh, this is a memory unlocked right here. This is taking me back.
I've never played this, so this will be like a brand new AAA game for me.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm gonna load this up. Okay, Rob,
and then go play Blue Storm next too. Go play the GameCube one.
Well, that one's so hard though.
It's really hard. Yeah. I think I've actually gotten better with age at Wave Race 64 because I just blew right through that thing. I was like, wow, I remember struggling with this as a kid. I have no idea.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Updates. Good game choice there. Ban, how about you, sir?
I mean, if anyone looked into the what are we playing this week, you won't actually see me in there. I haven't had a whole lot of time in this last week because of work, but I've been putting some time into a game called Backpack Hero.
What's that about?
It's a self-described, what was it? Inventory management roguelike. Because all of your weapons are stored in a backpack and you've got a certain number of spaces.
Yeah.
So you have to fit your weapons in wherever you can. Otherwise, you're basically just chucking it. And I've been using I just got an Aya Neo Next Lite that I've been trying out with that one. And I can just put it at the lowest TDP and it just works perfectly fine for me.
Nice. Okay, so you got some dopamine hits happening in this one, it looks like.
Yeah. I don't know what is going on in this gameplay, but yeah.
Add to the list. Thank you, sir. And Russ, how about you?
I can't. I'm having some issues with your mic. I can't really hear you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There you go. You're clear now.
How about now?
Yeah, now it's fine.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. What were you saying? Sorry.
I was saying. Oh, before I say what I just said, Astro's Playroom. That's the big other game I've been playing this week.
Okay.
I've been hooked. My kids have been hooked on it, and all of us as a family have been beating the levels together. And it's a really good family game. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. Oh my god, game of the year. Yes. But I was talking about Astrobot. Yeah, the final.
Okay. Yeah.
Full
They're both great.
Astro game.
Yeah.
We love Astrobot here. I want to get that control. But Russ, I was going to ask you, man, what have you been playing this week?
So I actually played a lot of games. Well, obviously I went to Germany and played games for an entire weekend, but then also I had 2 long flights, across the Atlantic. So I went from West Coast to Europe. And so they're 11 plus hours each flight. And so on one of the flights, I beat Final Fantasy VII Remake. I just had 2 chapters to finish. So I beat that all on my ROG Ally X running Bazite. And then on the way back, I beat Control. And I must have been only about halfway through the game. And then I just finished the rest all at once. And that was great. It was amazing on the ROG Ally X too. It was just such a good experience. I played it at 900p, so not full 1080p, but it still was getting about 3.5 hours of gameplay per charge. And then I just had my battery bank with me to fill it up halfway through, and then I just made it through the rest. And so, I wasn't playing retro games. I was playing modern games, but those 2 were just man, I had a really good time. I've been putting those games off for so many years, and I had such
Control's so good.
Yeah, the thing about
Such
Control
a
I didn't
good game.
realize is that like when you just try to play it, like I had it on the PS4, and that game will punish you every time you die. If you die, you lose a bit of your like money. It's not money, it's like these crystal things or whatever that you use for upgrades. You lose like 10% every time you die. So if you're stuck in a spot and you keep dying, you're just going to keep losing in 10% increments, and it gets like super frustrating. What I didn't realize is there are accessibility options where you can turn stuff like that off. And so as soon as I figured that out, I'm like, all right, game on. I can make this game however I want it to be. And so I just kind of dialed it to exactly where my like skill level was. And that way I wasn't like stressing anymore, and just really enjoyed it. And then just, you know, your character basically turns into Jean Grey by the end. It's just like awesome. And so, yeah, a lot of fun.
Okay. It looks like fun. I started this game a couple of years back, and it's one I want to finish, but I got so lost in it. I need a guide, I think, to kind of get through some of the puzzles. And
there's certain segments that just like, oh man, they're so good. Like you have like the music kicking in, and it's just like, I'm like, okay, this game, this is it. This is really just an incredible experience.
Well,
it was hard to play it on an airplane because I didn't have internet, so I couldn't look up things when I got stuck. So I did a lot of wandering, you know, but still, it wasn't an unpleasant experience. And so, yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I actually just picked up Control because right now on Fanatical, it's available in a bundle, so you can get it for like $7.50 right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I think I picked up that Hi-Fi Rush and Saints Row Gold
Hi-Fi
Edition.
Rush is also great. Yeah.
Another one I want to beat. But Control, dude, it's a fun game. I really got into the prior games from this company. What was it? Alan Wake, the sequel.
Yep. Actually, Cho in chat was talking about Quantum Break, another one. That's
Quantum. My wife and I played through Quantum Break a couple of years back, and yeah, just fantastic acting in it, dude. This.
Yep.
Remedy, right? Remedy's the studio.
Remedy,
all of their games. Yeah. Control is the only one that is on my to-do list. And then the Alan Wake remake. I need to play. Awesome game choices, guys. That's everybody out there, if you're looking for games, these are some good ones. Let's chat about, you guys want to talk about the 406V a little bit?
Sure.
I think we got a couple on hand here. I know Russ. Oh, Russ, we got the same.
Yeah, I have the white one too, but this is
an imposter here.
Like, I love these colors. You got
the
me
old
too. Janky one.
You got
the white one. I have the white one as well, but
we got the new hotness.
The new hotness. I just mailed off my white one to Derek, and he's going to do a video on it. So I just got the gray one today. But dude, I don't know what you think, but definitely the sticks. I saw your post, and so I'm like, I got to check those sticks out. Indeed, they did fix the cardinal snapping completely. These are brand new sticks, and I was just, you'll see my video
tomorrow. Isn't it crazy?
I got emotional.
Talking about this like last week, how I was like, I wish Anbernic would put those Retroid style sticks in, and here you go, the 406V drops, and I'm like, of course.
Yeah, I didn't even know that they had updated the sticks at all until I like had taken out of the box. And I was like, wait a second here, you know, like it was a really pleasant surprise. And then also, the upgraded screen, it's just awesome. Like finally something beyond 480p, like on a 4x3 display. And so that's amazing. I'm really excited about the Retroid Pocket Mini screen too, because it's going to be an even higher resolution, but still this 960 by 720 is great. Like it is 4x integer scale with Game Boy Advance. It's 5x integer scale with Game Boy and Game Boy Color. And so those are just going to be perfect on here. And then everything else will be a 1.5x integer scale, like Dreamcast and stuff like that. It's going to look perfect. And so, yeah, I really enjoyed that. And I'm just not a huge fan of the form factor, to be honest. Like it's just not.
Yeah.
Me neither. I've never liked the 405V either. Like
it's just put that away. Put that game away.
Hey,
practicing.
I get to practice.
No, you do not. That is ridiculous.
What?
Are we timing him? Are we timing?
Get him out of here.
I'm just practicing, guys. Come on.
But yeah, like I've never been a huge fan of the form factor. This one is just like a chunky boy, you know. I like that, but I also like my handhelds to be portable. And so I'm really hoping we will see these sticks in this screen and like other form factors in the future.
Yeah. It really just seems like it's great improvements that we just need to save for something else.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, I don't want Anbernic to release. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want Anbernic to release a ton of handhelds, but if they just made like V2s of a bunch of theirs, you know, like the Mini, they can make V2s and V3s and V4s.
No.
Why not Anbernic make a V2 556 that has these sticks in it? I can live with everything else, but just put those sticks in there.
No.
I mean, if they, regardless of what they do, if they upgrade the 556, if they make it green, I'm buying it. I just realized he's still going.
Yeah, he's not listening to us. It's okay.
He's not even doing that well.
Now, just
wow, that's
doing great. So just let me be confident in myself.
You're playing that via emulation too, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I'm playing it natively when we do our thing.
Oh wow. So it's going to be like that then, huh? It's going to be. Well, you're bringing it. All right. Well, I guess I know who's going to be getting the best spot in the CES Barcade NBA Jam machine this year. So that right stick's a little wonky. So take the handicaps. What I got to say. Yeah. So yes, Celeste works in here, and I was doing much better earlier in practice. But you got to realize that the live stream adds 10 points to my negative charisma or something. I don't know. My riz is all off when the camera's on. So what those kids are saying these days. I'm sorry, Russ. Continue.
Not say I was just that my main thing was just about the RG406V, and that I love all the improvements, but I would just love to have it in a new form factor. Like, who knows, you know? And that was like my main crux of my review was like, this is awesome that they've done this, but it also makes me want to say, just wait a month and see what they do next. Because now that we've got these new sticks, I'm more excited about what's going to come in the future than this one right here.
So out of curiosity, do you think that they're going to bring those sticks to their H700 devices?
I sure hope they do. I think that they will have a pitchfork mob on them if they don't. You know what I mean?
It's like you've done it once, just keep doing it.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that maybe they've got a bunch of inventory in stock because they bought a bunch up, a year ago or whatever, and so they need to get rid of them.
Yeah.
But they must not be that much more expensive than the other sticks. They're probably negligible difference. If what is it? What are those guys called? MagicX?
The XU Mini M.
Yeah. If they can put it in a $30-$40 handheld, then it can't be an expensive part. And so I'm hoping, we will see it in all future handhelds.
Yeah.
That's a good color.
Yeah. The orange is super nice. Yep. Though up until tonight, it's always shown up as red on camera. So it's not much better. Where is it?
Nice.
Oh yeah, these are both.
They are different though. Yeah. The colors are different.
But yeah, if they can put the sticks on these things, they can put them on anything.
TechDweeb is great. I agree. XU Mini's awesome.
I like the XU Mini.
Despite whatever around it,
Yeah, I'm actually okay with it being an RK3326. That's a fine chipset for a cheap small handheld, So when it came out that I was like, that actually makes a lot of sense. And I can't really be bothered about it. It's still a good price for that chipset.
Yeah, that was a whole debacle. There was a certain, there was a crowd, there's a niche who was just with the pitchforks on that one. And it's like, you have a right to be upset. Also, this is a $40 device.
Yeah, I mean, there have already been other $40 devices coming out this year. Same chip. So it's not like it's new.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what is the chip in this thing. Do we know what is this thing? Is it the same as the V10?
This one? Yeah, it's the 3326.
26 again.
Oh, 3326. Okay.
Yeah.
What else could it be? There are no other chips.
Oh, I love the X.
Look at that. Look at the Xbox logo on the back. OG Xbox, though. Look at that.
We'll have to talk about that in a quick second here. Just to finish off a last thought, about the 406V. We're now, guys, just calm. We're about to get to it. I just wanted to say one last quick thing is that absolutely, I think these sticks and this screen should be repurposed in other Anbernic devices. And if there's a software fix that fixed these sticks, that should be backported, of course, to all the other Android devices and beyond, because they're really for the people who like the verticals and who want that T820 performance. This is going to be just already, I can tell you, it's going to be just an awesome choice. There are very little major issues with it, if any, that I could find, other than it's not super comfortable for my hands for longer play sessions. Unfortunately, it gets a little crampy. for me, and honestly, the fan on it works well enough, but it's kind of underpowered, and so it doesn't do a ton, I would say. In fact, you can run without the fan most of the time.
Yeah.
And also the screen, crisp, vibrant, beautiful, all that good stuff. D-pad pretty is pretty good. I mean, it's like the 40XX-V as far as I could tell. I think it's the same D-pad. But
Same.
yeah, but at the end of the day, for me, this isn't quite what I would pick for my everyday carry, just because of the chunky some factor about it. But yet I'm excited on what they've done here. And so bring this in a horizontal, bring this in some other form factors next month. What's going to be, the hotness. And I'm excited. I'm excited.
Right. I want to see an RG almost cube where they just put this screen in it, make it a little wider, and it's not a cube, it's almost a cube.
It's a 4:3 screen.
I heard the next one, the rumor is it's going to be a Cube XX type thing. So
I saw that.
That's the one like 6 months ago. I had just put in a formal request to our contact, and I was like, hey, I never talked to you guys directly, but please make one with the cube screen with the H700 chip. And I said, just do that, make it $70, and I'll love it, basically.
Yeah.
And so like an upgraded RGB 30, basically, is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see.
I think so as well. And we'll check back with it. Stay tuned for more reviews. Rob's review should be dropping this week, I'm guessing, as well.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see. I'm working on other stuff, so we'll see.
Well,
I think Michaela was working on something for sure.
Oh yeah, and Team Retro.
Yeah,
too.
His showed up today.
Yeah,
I saw ETA dropped a video as well. So stay tuned for videos, and check out Russ's review. It's available currently to watch after the live stream, though. Not right now.
It's only 56 minutes long. It's a very easy watch.
No problem. Just grab your morning coffee, consume.
Have you hit the 1 hour mark yet?
I have for my Odin 2 and Retroid Pocket 4 starter guides. Those were over an hour. Those are my only hour-long videos, though. But yeah, I'm
working on a video that's over an hour long. So
I don't think people realize why this one's so long, but it's because I was super jet lagged when I was recording yesterday and the day before. And so I just talked more slowly because I'm like, I just need to be asleep right now, And so it probably only is like a 52-minute long video, but I added in like an extra 4 minutes just because my cadence was a lot slower. It's probably a nice relaxing vibe for most people, but I was dealing with the jet lag. There's a 12-hour difference between here and Europe, and so I just today I'm starting to feel a little bit normal. So
well, glad we have you back, and thanks for your thoughts on the 406V. I think this is a fun one, and I think it's one that I know for me I need to test out some more. I need to bring it on a trip, bring it outside, so we'll see. Guys, we also have the RGB 10X, which you just saw a few minutes ago. I don't have this yet. I want to know, Rob, Ban, what are your thoughts? Ban, what are your thoughts?
Well, so far I actually really like it. I do wish that they had used the 3x2 screen just like the V10, just like they did in the original RGB 10. But I mean, for the most part, it feels, to me at least, it feels like an improvement in just about every way. Because I've had the older ones. I don't think I have them right now, but
sure,
it just feels like a better device now.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And the controls are almost the same as the V10, which I actually liked as well. They just feel, maybe it's just because I just got it, but there's slight differences.
Do you feel like it's a V10 with a 4:3 screen and a stick attached, basically?
I mean, yeah. The difference, I mean, I turned mine on. I don't know about Rob, probably the same, but mine came with ArcOS on it.
Yeah. Actually, the screen's really nice on this. I'm
really
impressed.
Rob, what are your thoughts? I'd like to see.
Yeah, let me kind of see for us.
Do you have your overhead?
I do actually, yeah. But
this
is really nice. So hold on, let me.
It's got some thick bezels to it.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, let me.
It's got a nice like 90s look to it. I like it.
Yeah, so you can see the see ArcOS on here. I noticed the music was different out of the box, which was kind of interesting.
Yeah,
but...
I got surprised by the music that started playing.
What was the music?
Just it was like new? It was just new music, and it was like I was like, hey, this is actually like this is good stuff they got playing right now.
Wait, was yours good? I don't know if mine was good.
Oh, mine was pretty good. I was like, all right, this is nice. I can listen to this.
I'm turning mine on to see if I can hear the music again.
Screen is nice though.
The D-pad on this is really nice. I actually it's a nice big D-pad too, which I really like.
Oh man, you always speak in my language.
It's larger.
Look at that pivot though, Russ.
Oh,
I mean, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
So the face buttons are pretty solid too. Like, look at this. This is.
Oh yeah, they're not sharp. I like it.
No, this is surprisingly. I paid $38 for this shipped, and I'm like, it's crazy that we're getting to a point now where this is what we're getting at $38.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
How are the shoulder buttons?
Shoulder buttons are clicky, but they're a little bit loud. Not the worst I've heard, but not too bad. You know, they're a little bit. You can see they're a little bit raised here, so it's kind of nice.
It looks good.
It's not bad. I mean, I know someone was complaining about like over here when you grip it, it's kind of a little bit rough, but it hasn't bothered me too much, honestly.
I haven't played enough to really saying that.
Yeah, I haven't played enough to really comment fully on that, but it's nice. I mean, it's hard to go wrong for this price. That's the crazy thing about it. Honestly.
I'm excited. To be honest, I missed that this was launched, and so I only bought it today. So it's going to be a couple weeks before I can even review it.
They shipped it like I think the same day I ordered. It went out fast.
Yeah, mine went out the next day. There.
Yeah, I ordered mine a little. Oh,
wow,
nice. I ordered mine a little bit delayed. Russ, I remember when one of your first loves, was the original RGB10.
Yeah.
Right. And you had that custom metal one.
Oh my gosh, I still love that thing. It's actually sitting like in my on one of my shelves because I like to just grab it and play it every once in a while. I think I would prefer a 480p screen like 4x3 like this though, and so this is kind of the best of both worlds for me when it comes to something that's $40, $33.26, which means we can run things like Jealous or Anbernic or ArcOS on it, and
it's a well-known really chipset. I mean, we know what it can do, what it can't do. Like, there's no surprises there.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to really complain a whole lot about this thing. I mean, screen is actually really nice on. I mean, you can see how bright this thing is. I mean, there's a lot to be impressed with here at this price point. I wouldn't even
personally, I wouldn't even load up Nintendo 64, Dreamcast, or PSP. I would just take them off and just be like, this is my 16-bit device. And I think I would be perfectly happy with that.
There was one thing that was a little bit interesting when I first kind of started listening to it, and that was kind of we thought these were both speakers on the bottom, and then I mentioned, hey, what about this on the bottom right? There's no speaker over here. All of the sound comes out right over here.
I didn't do a teardown yet. I wanted to see like, is this like a fake cutout that's making it look like it has stereo speakers, or is it like actually stereo speakers? So
that's how the original RGB10 was though too. It was mono. So
it was.
They're just
that's hilarious.
They're just true the original.
They're nostalgic. Just reusing it. Yeah. Oh, someone said performance vents. I kind of agree with that.
I love it.
Another odd thing was just the fact that the USB-C ports are on opposite sides this time.
Oh, there's two. That's weird. Yeah.
So, Oh, and so it actually has like a physical volume up and down button, but it still has the plus and minus. And I'm like, have you figured out what plus and minus does at all, band, or does it do anything?
No, I still haven't figured that one out. I almost wonder if it has the same hotkeys as the V10.
It must, and it's probably so the original RGB10 also had those plus minus buttons, and we had to use because it didn't have volume buttons on it, so you had to use those. Maybe it did. I can't think now, but I think it didn't have, and so you had to use that with ArcOS. He had like programmed all that stuff in, and so I'm assuming it's probably going to be very similar.
Yeah, that at this point,
but it does have like it has a Switch Joy-Con. It doesn't have like the old. Do you remember the old like pre PS Vita steak knife cutting one that was like super sharp around the edges? That's what the original V10 had.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I do remember that. I'm glad that they've moved away from that, but it's just a full Switch stick now.
And for those wondering the price on this is like Rob was saying about $35 to $38, which is a crazy price point for what you get here. It seems like a quality device. I'm excited to get mine and take a look. But it's available, of course, in our description as usual from PowKiddy.com or from AliExpress. Generally, I recommend AliExpress, but there's no issue going through PowKiddy. In fact, some handhelds, they only sell through PowKiddy.com for a while. So just compare whatever's best for your country.
If this makes it to AliExpress, then like with coupons and all that, I could see this thing being really
cheap. Isn't it on AliExpress? I thought.
No, not yet.
Oh,
no, this is like if you look at their product description, it's like we have only 500 units available for pre-sale. Like, we promise to ship this as fast as possible. That's all.
No. It's on AliExpress.
What?
It is. Yeah.
Oh, they must have added it already then, because it wasn't when it went live first.
Yeah, Andrew gave me a link for AliExpress. Yeah, it works, and it's here, and it's for sale. It's
I wonder if those coupons worked.
Oh,
use the coupons. Yeah, it's $41 though on AliExpress.
You can use code 9 or time9 to get $9 off.
Let me add that.
$30 or more.
Okay, use code
that will be pretty much the cheapest way to get it, then. That's crazy.
You said?
Yeah, there were a few. It was like time9. There's like ETAP9. Gee, I wonder where that.
I know. What is there? Greg 9.
Greg 9. Those are my favorite.
I think it just goes to show how much PowKiddy has improved since 2020 when the V10 first, or the RGB 10 first came out, because it didn't have a laminated screen, so it had that like gap between the glass and the LCD panel, so it just looked terrible. It had that terrible analog stick. The face buttons were fine, like they were okay, but not great, and it didn't have Wi-Fi or anything. Does this one have Wi-Fi? I'm assuming it does.
No Wi-Fi.
Yeah. But still, like those are some huge improvements. Like to have a full 480p display, 4x3 with OCA lamination, plus like nice controls on it, and with all the things that we now have with RK3326. This is awesome. It's like the sleeper hit that I've been waiting for, like a really cheap, nice little handheld, and I'm really excited about it.
I would happily recommend this over like the R36S.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I agree with you, Ben. I already like this more than the R36S, but that R36S, it's incredibly popular. I mean, I think part of it has to do with the price, and so this RGB 10X will be very interesting to see how it does, because it's amazing for a budget device, especially from PowKiddy, how solid this thing is. I'm just kind of blown away by it.
Oh, by the way, on the box, they actually list 6 different colors.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
They also had, what was it? Transparent white, transparent purple, and just white. But they only have gray, yellow, and transparent black. So they might be bringing more colors like they did with the RGB 30.
Almost positive. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, also, I don't. Which color do you have for the V10, Ben?
I got gray in both.
Okay, so is it me, or is it just slightly a little different in the gray?
Mine seem to be about the same.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just my eyes. I feel like they're just slightly different.
You've got old eyes.
Yeah,
we'll have to have Stubbs do the test then.
Dude, my eyes aren't any better, but it looks about the same to me. It looks. I don't know. Let me get one in hands. I have that. So I bought that colorway of the 10X. Okay, and I have that colorway. Yeah. I have that colorway for the V10, so I can do a comparison.
Okay, perfect. Good.
I'll give you, because trust me, I'm definitely the right amount of anal.
Just slightly off. I'm telling you. This is very PowKiddy move right there.
Oh, I didn't tell you. Michael Benny sent me a real red V90.
No,
it's a real red V90.
No,
yes,
stop lying.
No, I got it. Okay,
he's been waiting for this moment for a year.
I don't know where the hell it is, but when I find it, we'll. I'm very.
How did you lose it already?
It's around here.
As long as he didn't send it to me with another broken TrimUI Smart Pro, we're all good.
Hey,
you're up to 2.
That was the United States Postal Service that did you wrong on that one.
Neither of these work.
Well, luckily it is a in for review, so we'll send you another.
This third one works.
Good. At least one of them works. Okay, well, that was the RGB 10X. In our description, use code time9 if you want it. I don't know if it's good yet, but these guys say it is, and I mostly trust them. The Red V90, I will find it while we're here tonight. I think I know where it is. It's in my house. Also, what else we got going on here? The TrimUI. That's right. The thing we're all here to talk about today. The big topic of the night.
Nice surprise. What a nice surprise.
I was happy to see this one.
Who else was just like, oh my gosh, TrimUI is making a new handheld. You're going to get cross-mix options probably. It's going to be awesome. And just it looks sleek and sexy like an analog pocket. They have some different colorway options with this cool like RGB hue that lights out the back.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, it's cool.
It's a 3.2-inch screen though, and so some people are saying maybe it's too mini, maybe it's too small. But I don't want to know all your thoughts. Starting, Russ, what do you think about this?
It seems like it's going to bridge the gap between a Mio Mini and a Mio Mini Plus, and so I think that's a great size. And yeah, the TrimUI has never made bad hardware when it comes to like the controls, the D-pad and the face buttons. Like every device they've ever made have always felt good, and as long as this feels good as well, I think it's going to be great. And yeah, same chipset as the Smart Pro, which means that hopefully we'll be able to just use cross mix. They'll have to do some adjustments, obviously, for the aspect ratio. But yeah, I think that's going to be really good. Small, cheap, so like cool. Fun little handheld. I think it's probably the worst name that they could have come up with. You know, like we're always trying to avoid bricks. You know, so many jokes. Now we're getting a brick
because
so, yeah,
it looks anything
I'm excited.
But like a brick. So you know, yeah,
right.
It's not a good name.
It looks so good. It's just
so sleek looking for it to be called the brick.
Yeah, it's very sleek.
There are two things in that video that concern me though.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The shoulder buttons and then the USB-C port that's between the shoulder buttons.
Oh, I didn't get a good look at the back.
I kind of wish it was on the bottom.
Wait, there it is.
Yeah, the USB-C port. Yeah.
Oh, that is a little weird.
I'm like, what? Why there?
Oh, what in the world? I never noticed that before. What do you? You're not going to be able to do your like curved USB-C cables very well with that. That is a really awkward spot to put that.
Is it? Can we get another look at the shoulder buttons? Because I'm like, I noticed them being kind of weird looking for a moment.
Yeah, there's another look at them when the
yeah. That's a good
it moves way too quickly.
They don't want you to see it.
There.
No. Well, it's the side shot that gets you like confused. Hey, get that out of here.
Oh, that's good.
I think they look fine. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I just want to use this for retro gaming, and so the shoulder buttons are like hotkey buttons for me in most of those games.
Yeah, I mean, if that's all we're using it for, then I'm fine with that.
Oh, so there's USB-C on the bottom as well.
Yeah, so it's probably going to be one's OTG, one is charging.
Yeah. Okay, I could live with that. I could live with that. That's okay.
I hope the bottom one though is the charging port.
Yeah, same.
I hope it has a headphone jack.
Yeah,
they need to put headphone jacks in their devices.
Yes, please.
That's true.
1024 by 768. We got
3,000 milliamp hour battery is good.
Wi-Fi, USB-C, okay.
Wi-Fi in there. It's not bad.
I don't see a 3.5 mil in the list of. I assume that's I/O, but
now if you've used the TrimUI Smart Pro, you kind of know, or the TrimUI Smart, you know that they have this quiet, clicky button, and they're not. But it's not like it. I don't mean that in a negative way. For some people, like really, that's the right feeling type of button, and they do it really well. It's not usually my preferred style, but I can tell that it's very high quality and well done on these, and I can see it's the same D-pad, the same face button idea there, put in this vertical form factor. And as long as they can pull off the price and the screen and those shoulders and whatever the hell's going on with that USB-C port, then I think we got to
see 3.5 millimeter in there.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Oh,
headphone jack.
Wait, is that the resolution 1024 by 768?
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah,
that's actually
high res.
That's actually the same
3.2-inch screen.
Yeah,
I know.
The what is
PPI is crazy.
RGB 20 Pro has that same screen listed.
Okay.
So,
wow.
What is that? The one that has like clear screen or clear pane at the bottom of it.
Right.
Oh, yeah. That one, it hasn't come out yet. Yeah.
No. So it's like, who's going to bring this screen out first?
Man, that's a really good resolution. I gotta play around with that. 1024 by 768. I'm gonna go to screen to console and check that out.
Because that's even That's somewhere in the
That's
middle
crazy.
between the 406V and the Retroid Pocket Mini.
Yeah. Was it 1024 by 768? Is that what it was?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's going to be so not many will integer scale to that, but you're still looking at like Game Boy Advance will be a 6x integer scale and still only have very minimal black bars.
That's nice. That's
Game Boy Color will have 5x integer scale with minimal black bars. It's going to look really good. Super Nintendo will look good. PlayStation will look good. Yeah, everything's at very close to like a 3x integer scale on those higher end systems. Yeah, that's going to look good for scaling.
I'm excited
Yeah.
for this one purely just because of it feels like it's a good middle ground of a lot of these vertical devices we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the big reason I don't like the Miu Mini Plus is because the lack of chin. This one has ample room underneath.
Yeah. No, I think that'll be
I'm
good.
excited
Like
for this one. Yeah.
If they sell this for $60-ish, that's going to be a no-brainer.
I mean, since it's the same chip as the TrimUI Smart Pro, I can't imagine it'll be too much different.
Yeah.
Unless that light bar is just way too expensive.
All right.
We'll see. I mean, this just looks very high quality. And I'm excited because the firmware options like MinUI and CrossMix, there's just some awesome firmware for the TrimUI line. It's such a nice cohesive ecosystem they have going on. And so, yeah, pricing is the next thing we don't know yet, and we will see and we'll report to you all as soon as we know. But until then, this is all we know. But if you want to know a little more, check out our article in the description there for this week's news, because our writers definitely wrote up everything that they thought, if you want some more speculation goodness. Okay, so we are, I don't know if you guys have any last minute rants to get out of your system. Okay,
No.
Russ, how you feeling? You hydrated?
Good.
You've been hydrated?
I'm hydrated. I've been drinking water. Yeah. Or vodka. I'm not sure.
Cheers. Oh, in the military, did you guys do a lot of drinking, or is that a Navy sort of myth?
Oh yeah, like drinking like a sailor.
Yeah,
That's absolutely a thing. Yeah. But it's usually in like port calls and stuff. And yeah, I had some crazy nights. Not lately, obviously, but yeah.
Not yesterday or anything.
No. My favorite story is we went to Australia once, and I was like going there for school, and we went out on the town, and we were with other like Australian army guys. They're heavy drinkers as well. And I must have been 22 years old. So 23 years old. So very young in my days.
Yeah.
And we had a thing where we'd go into the bar, we'd get a bottle of beer, and we would ask for the bottle cap, and we'd put it in our pocket. And then we would count at the end of the night, like the next morning, like, okay, how many bottle caps do you have?
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I had 14 bottle caps one morning. Like I was like, this isn't even humanly possible. Like, where did all that liquid go? But yeah, that's like the worst I think I've ever had. But that was pretty rough. Yeah.
Well, we might.
That's stern but fair.
Well, okay, let's talk about something else. Retroid. I don't know if you guys have been following the news about this, but the Mini is in its pre-order phase still, and we are waiting anxiously to get some reviews in to see, what is it really like. And so we thought it might be fun to answer some of your questions, not from us. What do we know? We're YouTubers. But what about someone from the company? And so we are inviting Chris from Retroids as a surprise guest tonight. And Chris, can we hear you? Hello? Hello,
Hey,
sir.
look at that.
Hello. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Thanks.
Been a
Thanks
while.
for having me. It has.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good.
Good, man. It's good to
Yeah.
hear from you.
Good to hear from. Yeah, it's good to see you. You got your drink
to-
there.
Yeah. That's actually a live image. It's not static. I could just stay
Yeah,
really
you're just-
still.
You're just
He doesn't need to open his mouth to talk.
No. I've practiced.
this is tough to do.
I know.
Statue challenge. Okay, I can do like 10 seconds and then I'm done. So we heard that Retroid is making a Mini and of RP5. Is this true?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, of course it's true.
So
What do you guys think of the gameplay videos so far?
let's take a look at them together. I actually haven't watched all the way. I thought I'd save my reaction for the show.
Dang
Yeah,
it,
go to
Stubbs.
Retroid YouTube.
Let's pull it up. Producer Sony. Producer Sony.
See,
Producer Sony.
See, I
Thank
did
you.
pretty good at producing.
He's good at producing.
Is
So
this the Citra one?
Yeah, it looks like this is the Citra 4X resolution demo. Are those your hands? Be honest.
No, he's in the one with the cutoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his.
The edgy
No.
colors.
I wish I had one of these already, honestly.
I wish I had those gloves, honestly.
Me too.
Nice.
You know,
I'm sure you
the
can buy
device
them.
looks so big in the renders, but when you see it in someone's hands, you're like, oh, it is mini.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's slightly bigger than the 2S.
Yeah, which is still a very small handheld.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks very crisp for that screen. You guys put that OLED in there. I'm excited to have a 4.3 OLED machine. The only other one I have is my Surface Duo, and so this is just very appealing. The glossy front, do you know, is that going to be like a fingerprint magnet, or have they done something to prevent that?
I don't know about fingerprints. I do know that it's like a stronger glass, not quite Gorilla Glass.
Oh,
But it's from a company called Dragon Glass, I think.
that looks.
Yeah, you can already see this is looking good. There's like minor
Yeah.
stutters in the beginning. Like I tested this game so many times, so I can see, minor stutters, but that's fine because it's
beautiful.
just shader compilation, and so this is looking good. I have the LG V60, which is the same chipset as this, but without active cooling, and so I'm pretty familiar with what to expect here in terms of performance. And this is looking great.
Yeah, and you have the same.
Play the game.
The sticks are brand new, right, for the Mini?
What's that?
The sticks are brand new. They're not the same from the 2S.
It's the same. It's the same sticks as the 2S, just with those LEDs in there.
Oh, that's what's new. I gotcha. Someone earlier was asking. They sent us a message here. They're asking, would the RP4 Pro SD card work on the RP5 or Mini? I assume yes.
I'll say yes. Yeah.
I would say yes, but figure
Yeah, you can
official.
I mean, you can take your SD card out of the 4 and put it in to the 5 or the Mini. Sure. I mean, you need to reset up whatever front ends and emulators, so you're pointing them at the card, the directories. But yeah, you can do that.
And do you know? So I'm sure. And if anyone has questions for Chris, now is kind of the time to ask. So just drop them in live chat, and we'll get to what we can during the segment here. But Chris, do you know?
Yeah, I see the question.
Are the shipping times accurate? They said end of September for the Mini. Is that still on track?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. In our reviews, are there going to be review units out? Like, are we going to do reviews before that time, or is it sort of wait and see right now?
Usually they're like a week or so before the shipping.
Okay.
I haven't been told that there won't be review units, but it seems like there are going to be.
That'll be important for people to be able to see. Okay,
Of course.
where did my money go?
Yep.
Is this something that I still want to back? And so that's definitely important. And then right around, you're going to turn around and then ship out RP5s at the end of October. Is that
month later? Yeah.
Month later. Yep. Oh, and that's still going to hit that same time frame you're thinking?
Yeah, everything's still on target.
Nice. Okay. That's so relieving to hear. So looking at another video here, you guys have Aether SX2 Ghost Hunter running at 2.5x. And
Ghost Hunter can be a pretty difficult game to run too. There's certain parts that are very intensive.
Looks nice.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Is there?
See, this is why I'm excited for the Mini, especially with the 4.3 screen. It's just,
yeah,
exactly.
And the Sega Saturn colors. So
yes,
so
yeah.
good.
I got the SFC, that red and black one. Just chef's kiss. So good.
How about the orange one? It's just
orange
so
one
weird
looks
looking.
cool.
I was like, I gotta do it.
Torn. I was torn between that one and then the Saturn one. So
yeah, I'm a sucker for. What's funny is I have no nostalgia whatsoever for Saturn, but I'm just a sucker for that color scheme.
Yeah,
I just had to get that one.
That's fair. Do you know when you're getting your test unit in?
Same time as the review units.
Nice.
Usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. Well, excited to hear your hands-on thoughts on this as well. Okay.
Yeah, the screen just blows me away. And what's funny is if you look at some of the YouTube comments, people think that that's not real, and it's just like, overlaid over the video.
Right. Yeah, they faked it. Well, I mean, companies have done stranger things, but Retroid generally has been one that has had the community's trust. They've delivered handheld after handheld. Sure, some kerfuffles along the way, but in general, just a quality track record as far as what we got going on here. Also, you guys have Batocera freaking launching on this thing now, which is nuts. So seeing Linux.
There's the gloves.
There's your
the
gloves.
pro gamer gloves.
Yeah.
Man, you need one of those.
I do. I can start doing
Perfect
videos.
for your unboxing video.
Wasn't the Nintendo like glove for N64? Wasn't that fingerless? It was just for like your palm for people that were getting blisters from Mario Party.
I think so.
Oh, I think
remember that?
Look how clean this looks. Look how clean this looks. So Batocera, it takes the brain work, out of the handheld, because Android, you got to swipe your finger around. You got to do a bunch of things, extra operations. With Linux, you just boot it up and you play, you scrape your box art and you're good. I'm very, very excited for Batocera.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what kind of emulators they're able to implement within this build for Batocera. I think that everything that can run through RetroArch is going to be fine, but how are they going to do the third-party emulators and stuff? That'll be the really interesting part, because I think it will probably not have the same performance levels as on Android, but there's always room for development in there, and so I'm really interested in seeing that.
Speaking of development, there's some big names that requested development kits out there.
Really?
So, yeah, that's your DJ Khaled is one of them.
Oh, some GammaOS. That's right.
Gamma's been cooking. Let me tell you, he's been busy.
We're gonna talk about that tonight. He's been busy. We're excited for that.
The Portmaster team is on board.
Yes.
Oh,
that'd be great.
Let's go, Portmaster. So, questions here. Let's take a few. Is Retroid Flip shy? Are you opposed to a Flip 2?
So in case anybody doesn't know, I run the Twitter account. And a lot of people like to look into things and put things into what I tweet, which aren't true. I never said that there wasn't the possibility of another Flip coming. I just told Joey it wasn't coming next week.
Do you want a Flip?
So
do I want to flip
after next?
Yeah, then the week after next.
Okay. All right.
Do I want to flip? Yeah, I'd love to see a follow up and a redemption.
Oh, the Flip,
so to speak.
The Flip had its highlights. Now I like those sliders. To be honest, I liked the sliders.
It had its highlights. I thought it was cool, but being the repair tech also.
Yeah,
all those hinge breaks.
A little unhinged, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. Well, you know what?
Hey, it even affected Nintendo.
That's true.
It's true.
Another question,
I worked at GameStop at the time. A lot of broken DS lights.
Well, you're telling me that. That's right.
Yeah.
You got a lot of hinge experience.
Yes.
Question for Chris: any screen protectors, and if so, how would it be applied?
Yeah, they're on the website in the accessories, and it covers the whole front. It has like cutouts for the buttons.
What? Okay, that's rad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm nervous for Stubbs. I've seen him apply screen protectors.
Hey. You know what? Put your money where your mouth is, Rob. We're going to do this right now.
Oh.
I was going to say, though, it has to go around the buttons, doesn't it? So you can't really get that wrong.
Right.
Well,
you'd be surprised.
Nobody calls me a bad screen protector.
Well,
put her on her.
I hope you can't get it wrong, but Stubbs is here.
Huh?
What?
Excuse me. Now, get out of here, Mini Plus excellent handhelds. Listen, we're going to apply this right.
Oh, you got to do the tape method.
No.
Yeah, the tape method's the best way.
There's just the Stubbs method where he just slaps it on there.
Just throw it on.
You got to Leroy Jenkins it a little bit here.
Stubbs, you know this. You're never supposed to put a screen protector on while angry.
Yeah.
It's like going to bed while angry. You're not supposed to do that.
I'm not angry. I'm just challenged. I've been challenged. The gauntlet's been thrown down, and now I feel like.
See, thank you, Chat. Chat knows what's up.
Are we putting money down on this, or what's happening?
I'm not.
They're actually turned away.
Hey!
I don't want to is happening?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crooked. That's crooked.
No, it's not.
No, that
No,
was
it's
pretty
not.
good. That was
No, it's
pretty
not.
good.
Yeah.
That's how
Is there any
That's
dust on
cheating.
there?
It has a little divot there
No.
for it.
Yeah, it's got a lip around the edge.
That's cheating. You
Where
can't get
Alright.
that one wrong.
Wait, is there a fingerprint in there?
Yeah, I
No.
see it.
There's-
Oh, I see a
there's
bubble
air.
in there. There's a bibble
That's
in there.
okay. That'll
It'll
work its
it'll
way
go
out
away.
overnight.
Get that bibble
Give it
out of
a
here.
couple days. Okay.
Air
Well, it's a little
bubbles
bit of
everywhere.
dampness.
As long as there's no dust, it's good.
It'll be removed by the time he actually
Get outta
films
here.
the video.
All right, we give you
Okay.
half credit
Thank
for
you.
that one.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, it's good.
So
Pretty good.
there you go. Well, Rob, how does it feel to be wrong? So no.
Rob may
We
never
should have, like,
recover.
We should have a screen protector-a-thon next episode.
No,
Oh.
no.
Who can get
That was
There's-
pre-filmed.
It was pre-recorded. It took him 12 tries to get it.
I'm faking the footage. Yeah.
I knew
Okay,
it.
so back on topic. Let's take a few more questions here. Okay, I know Michael Benny had one. Will the new Retroid launcher be available for the older Retroids?
I'm not sure. I can ask about that.
We will find out more about that. And let's see. Question for Chris: is there a size limit on the SD card you can put in?
Not really. I have terabyte cards in my systems. Just whatever. I don't think it goes. Did 2 terabytes come out yet, or it's like 1.5 they're up to now?
There are 2 terabytes out. They're pretty spendy. There's a Team
Yeah.
Group 2 terabyte,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
should
yeah.
theoretically work for Android, but
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of games. 2
One thing to
terabytes.
keep in mind, so one I just learned about this, but so like with Emulation Station Desktop Edition, for example, that
Oh, yeah.
one, if you put it as your primary launcher, what it has to do is it has to mount the SD card before it'll show your games list. And if you have it booting up as your first app, if it's a really big card, like 1.5 terabytes, then it takes longer to mount. And so they've been seeing issues where your games just won't show up if you have it as your primary launcher. So
oh no,
there are some negatives with
Oh.
having a big card like that that have nothing really to do with anything other than the fact that those cards are just a little bit harder to load. And so something
Yeah.
to keep in mind is that you may not want to put like a super huge SD card on an Android device.
and
Is that
Zen
kind of
Zero
like
wants-
it's scanning the card?
Yeah,
to
it
boot
mounts
up?
it like a drive basically. And so
Okay,
it has to, and so there's a thing where it, the developer was just talking to me about today because I am working on a video for it, and he was saying that basically the app they've had it set to basically wait a bit and then look for it and then keep looking for it up to like something like 40 times. But Android itself will give you this error that says the app is not responding if
I
it
get it.
doesn't work in time. And so they're trying to find a balance between the two. And so this is he's just mentioned this is an issue with really large drives with Android.
That makes sense.
So maybe
Yeah.
don't drop $250 on a 2 terabyte just yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just put your favorite games on there, not the whole catalog.
See, yeah, it's smart. It's a good idea. It costs less money too, which is good.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
good
only
question.
for spending money.
Zen Zero wants to know, Chris, are we getting a GameCube RP Mini color?
We aren't at launch, but it's possible that it might come out in the future.
Can we get custom ABXY buttons for the GameCube colors? Because I've mentioned in a tweet, you might have seen it, where like I use my buttons the opposite of
Yeah,
the way
I
they're
saw
with the
that, yeah.
GameCube one. And
Yeah.
so that's a personal thing for me, but I would just love to have different color options.
To start doing custom buttons like that, I'm sure you guys know there's minimum order quantities of things, and you
Right.
have to make a lot of particular things. So it's
Yeah.
believe it or not, Russ, this was like the one time that I saw that the internet disagreed with you.
No, I totally agree. It's a total
Yeah.
personal thing. And so if the minimum order quantity is like 100, then I'm just going to have to buy 100.
Yeah. You can switch it to the Xbox layout. Just with a little DIY, just like the 4 and the 4 Pro. Just got to cut a leg off there. The mini buttons do not fit into the 5 and vice versa.
Yeah,
But the
yeah, I heard
4 and the 4 Pro buttons do fit in the 5.
Okay.
So for those that were looking to do the American Super NES, you can pick up those buttons.
Nice. Good.
Found the red V90. That's all I wanted to say.
That's
I can't get over how good the screen looks.
Yeah, honestly, it blows. I
It's
can't wait to see it in person. It blows
crazy.
me away in
Same.
these videos.
He's playing at a 3.5x resolution. Like that is so far beyond what he needs to for that resolution, but it's still playing at full speed. That's
It
amazing.
looks so good.
Yeah,
Well, for
it's-
docked, it'll output
be nice.
1080p. Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Oh, that's 1440p and higher actually. So that's really high.
Chris, have you quality tested this for Stubbs Nubs compatibility?
Not yet.
Oh, we have them for the Retroid sizing. So,
Well, if somebody would send them to me.
yes, I'm about to send out a batch. Actually, yeah, I will send you out a batch. Because we'll see. We need to find out. This fits the RP2S, and so I mean,
Then it should
Potentially.
fit. It's the
Should be
same
good.
same stick.
okay, okay, all right. That's all I needed to hear. Good question. Thanks, Michael Benny. Jake would like to know, Chris, are the sticks on here the ones with the inward heads like the RP4, the little concave?
Yes,
Mm.
concave. Yes,
Mm.
yes.
Me likey. Question for Retroid Rep: what steps are being taken in avoiding launch issues like past units? Are there incentives for early adopters?
Are there incentives for early adopt? I mean, they had the early bird pricing. Is that what we're talking about?
I think so. Yeah,
I
there was
think-
that bundle discount, which was pretty hot.
Yeah. That was pretty cool to see. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if we're talking about quality assurance, that is on everybody's mind. After the hinges for the flip and the R2, the springs and the triggers for the 4. Yeah, it's definitely something everybody's thinking about. It's at the forefront. So I don't have any insight into that. I do not live anywhere near China, and I don't get to see that type of process. But it is something that I voiced, saying, let's make sure that this goes smoothly. So
Yeah. So if there's any issues, do you take
Oh,
100% responsibility for them?
yes, 100% responsibility. I am the only person that works in customer service. So
And second after you is
To be
Russ.
fair,
He
Retroid's
takes-
been
he
very
takes the
good
rest, and
about
then
that.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna get some flack regardless.
how dare you promote such a
How do
product?
you enjoy
How
this
could
thing?
you?
Why would you show us this wonderful machine?
Wait, what happened?
I don't know.
I'm just making a joke that people think that
YouTuber
I'm representing the device or something when I make a review.
Oh, I got you.
all your fault. Michael Benny also asked Chris, what is the new price if the new what is the new price?
The new
if
price of
RP4?
Oh, I
Think
think
so?
people are assuming there
So-
would be a price drop. Yeah, I don't really know.
Oh,
There is a price
okay.
drop.
Oh, did they?
They
Yeah,
dropped
the
it, yeah.
RP4
Was-
Pro is now 185,
Yep.
and
nice.
the RP4 is now 135.
185.
No, they must have just
That is
did
Such
that.
a good deal. Wow.
Yeah,
I still love the RP4 Pro.
this
like,
was
really.
all in the
It's-
last week.
Chris, do you know why only back plates? Why not front plates to do a complete reshell?
The front isn't a plate; it's glass.
It's full glass.
It's glass.
Yeah.
Question answered. Thank you very much. And Zen Zero, is the RP4 just like done? Any big price cuts for Christmas? No, probably not additional ones, right?
Yeah.
just
I wouldn't see it as
again,
metal.
again, I wouldn't know. Going into Christmas, we do. In the last couple of years, we've had Black Friday sales. I don't know what would be on sale at that time. Is the RP4 done? No, it's not done. I mean, the 3 Plus was around for a very long time after
Mhm.
4 came out, and then just recently, that was delisted. So
Wait, the 3
actually, I think it's
Plus?
still there.
Yeah, it's
still
120
there.
right now.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
there.
What
I was
about a
thinking
metal
of the front.
variant? Have you heard about a metal variant for the 4?
No, I haven't.
Good question. Will Retroid launch be made available for older Retroids? Well, the Retroid launcher. Didn't
Oh,
we
the
already ask this?
launcher.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we talked
Okay.
about this. Yep.
Talked about that. Okay. Thank you, Retro Gaming with Dead Fred. Question for Chris: what's the oldest current model you've had to repair recently? Good question.
The 3+.
All right, I'm gonna change
Probably would've
that.
been the oldest
Yeah.
one.
All right. All right.
I'm gonna mail you an RP1. Can you please stop the battery rattling?
Hey, Chris, what's your favorite
Yeah.
butt rock band? And also Russ. I guess both of you guys. We don't know your answers yet.
What's my favorite?
True.
What?
Your favorite butt rock band? You know, Creed, Nickelback.
Oh God. Neither.
You have to
What?
pick one. You have
No,
to
I
pick one.
don't.
You're on a desert island.
Just out of
There's
those
only
two.
there's only yes. There's only well no. There's a bunch of butt rock bands in this genre, but
Well, you're gonna have to.
it's the only music you get to have for the rest of your life. Listen, let me just say real quick. Creed, you got the bangers. You got "Take Me Higher." Okay, you got "Hold Me Closer." You got you got the other ones that Zoo's always singing at the bar.
No, I know some Creed songs. But what else is butt rock?
I just said there's
Yeah,
Nickelback, there's Creed.
Yeah, that's the only two you're saying.
Great. It's
I don't know, like-
great.
Okay, so do Deftones count? Does new metal count? You know what I I mean?
Yeah,
No,
sure. I mean,
such a thin
no.
line.
Oh, that's the new one. Sonic Adventure 1 and
No.
2.
oh,
That's fantastic.
That's my Daughtry.
Daughtry. You know, I don't know, just that
God.
Uncle Tracker, like those bands.
No, I can't listen to any of
No.
that. But
I
I,
had
love
to-
like
Yeah.
Deftones and stuff like that. No, so-
Deftones.
yeah.
Deftones is on the outer skirts of counting. I feel like so.
Okay.
And I know you like Nirvana, Chris. So
Yeah.
I think Nirvana also is like just before that era, but we'll count it. That's what we're gonna say. Zoo, stop
mean,
asking silly questions. Never
The Nickelback song from Spider-Man wasn't bad. The hero song.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
it
great
was
one.
good.
Wait, didn't
Now
Sue
look at
sing
this
that one
photograph.
That's stern but fair.
I think so. Good questions. Okay, so I think we're done putting Chris through the ringer now. Chris, final things you wanted to share about the new Retroid Pocket Mini, because we're all anxiously awaiting a pre-order. Sir,
Yeah, I'm there with you guys. I honestly cannot wait to get my hands on this. It's looking like these systems are kind of going to change the landscape a little bit, especially with the community development. I'm really excited to see what the community is going to build for this as well.
would you say
everybo-
Retroid did it all for the Nookie?
So you can take that cookie
hmm
and
Stick it in your
stick it in-
micro SD
yeah,
card slot.
yeah.
So good. Sorry to interrupt you. Continue.
No, that's okay. The whole team is very excited. It's been pretty successful so far, and we hope everybody loves what they end up getting.
You want to come back on the show once you have your unit and do a little sherry poo?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
you can do that.
All right. We'll see you later in the month then. That sounds good. Okay. Okay then, sir. Well, you feel free to. By the way, feel free to just hang around if you're not doing anything else. But we're now going to chit chatty about what is it? What is it? Oh, MagicX. Now, MagicX
Oh,
is a new
MagicX.
one they've had some drama lately, but they're coming back with a new round of devices, and you know what? They have some change ups here for the Touch 2 lineup. What are those
Can't
changes?
even keep up anymore with their
Now-
stuff now. I've
I don't know what anything is coming out from these guys.
They are live creating the devices in the Discord on
Yeah.
the fly, and we're covering it a lot because it's like we're just seeing the development and the design happening with the community's help, and it's cool. And they're sending it to the manufacturers, and they're making stuff, and it's all very neat. But what do we have? I have not even caught up to this topic. What do we have today? So what's new?
Weren't they holding a are they doing like a poll on what they want to name these devices? They're
Uh-huh.
thinking about changing the name of them as well. So I can't keep up with this stuff. It's changing daily. It's too much.
I'm at the
The
point
name
where
of
I'll
the
just
device
believe
or
it
the
when I see
company?
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
that's
I'm
where
just
I'm
like
at.
you, Russ. Yeah,
Because these
same.
are all just sort of plans that are like, hey, this is what we're planning to do, what we
Yeah.
want to do, but we're not seeing anything concrete yet. I know the concrete device they're releasing next is the XU Mini M Plus, which should have an improved chipset, will not have an RK3326. Fingers crossed. And and there's my
It's
mug.
supposed to be, they're doing all winter now, right? They're switching over.
All winter.
Okay.
Yep.
And it's
we're gonna see.
Android only now, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, really? And there's an OLED model too, Touch 2. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm gonna take it one device at a time with them. I think that's probably the way to go there.
Okay, Mr. Bandana Head. For one thing, thank you for the super chat. Don't want to be rude, but I'm torn between the Aya Neo Micro versus the Retroid Mini. Any thoughts? Yeah, I mean, so I haven't used the Retroid Mini yet. None of us have, except for Retroid. But the Micro I did have for a few days before I sent it off to one of our other reviewers, Derek, and I thought it was awesome. You know, it's a little lower powered. It's a G99. Doesn't have the OLED display, but it's going to be a nice pocketable device, kind of like the some of these smaller ones. Compares maybe to the Retroid Pocket 2S, more in that vein. And I thought it was pretty cool, but it is $200, and the Retroid Mini is also a little right at that price point as well, $200. And if you want OLED and you want maybe more options with that 4:3 display, probably the Retroid Mini, honestly. But if you're an eye ahead and you really want that fancy premium hardware and you're okay with the lower powered chipset in there, then I think it's very sleek. I really liked it for what it is. Screen's a little bit hard to read though, and ergonomics are not going to be the best. So that's about all I know right now. But choice is up to you. You could always try both and then sell one in our Discord marketplace.
Yeah. More than likely I'd buy it. Well, as long as someone else doesn't DM you first.
Oh no. Dan, stop buying handhelds.
Hey, I mean, I passed 80 recently. That's good.
Are you racing to win?
I'm trying. I'm not trying.
What are you winning exactly?
Subs, when you just dump like 5 into like a box for me, it kind of sends my numbers up.
It's true. I just sort of just give you this, here's the ones I'm not using. Yeah. Yes.
Has he mailed anything good though?
Hey, now I mailed plenty of good. Mailed him a Legion Go.
Hey, that was my Legion Go.
What?
I sent that to you.
I know. Thanks for letting me borrow it. It was just said leg. I said, yes, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, the good old leg box. Yeah, I love it.
I love how stupid that box is.
Just like Rob's legs when he kicks me.
Woo!
All right. Good. What else is happening today? We got more news than I thought. The GKD Bubble has some new colors, by the way. If you guys are excited for this one. This is a Game Gear-esque looking device, basically, and smaller form factor. As far as I can tell, you have your floating D-pad, and we've been hearing some more rumblings about this one. So these are the official colors. There's black, red, blue, and yellow. I think the yellow looks really nice, but there's 4 other colors down below in the comments there that they're voting on. So if you want to get your voice heard and put your vote in, there's some really hot colors. There's the purple. If we can scroll down to see that a little bit here, it should be the topic, or there should be the comment below this picture.
Oh,
you just
scroll.
Just scroll down on this image. Read
14 replies.
Yeah, it's in the replies. Oh no.
Wah, wah.
We'll come back. I'll give you a second on that one. But so there's like a purple and Eva model, a green model, green, and they all look pretty hot. And so if you want to get your vote in on this, go to ZPG's Twitter and let them know which color you like the most, because it looks like they're going to be making this pretty quick. And I know I have a review unit for the Bubble coming sometime this month. And so we're going to have content on this. We'll see.
I cannot remember what the 4th color was.
It was more of a basic one. I think it was like black and white or something like that.
Maybe. I'm personally here for the green, but that's just me.
I voted the purple Eva because we can never seem to get our hands on those rare ones. And
there's a pink one too.
The Kirby one, nice. Yes.
The Kirby one, yes.
I like the pink that they use.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
What is the chipset on this?
Arcade 3566, right?
Yeah, it's a 3566.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm mostly just interested in it for the design at this point because it's another 3.5-inch screen handheld.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting looking.
I feel like if you're doing a floating D-pad, you should do a 6-button.
Yeah, but they're also going for the Game Gear design, so I guess, well, at that point, why not do 2 buttons? But
Right.
Right.
It only plays Game Gear. That's it.
honestly, you know what? I'd buy that over a Game Gear Micro.
Mm.
The
Well,
Game
that
Gear
thing's
Micro's-
unusable.
Yeah,
Unusable.
exactly.
Okay, here we go. So here is the green.
Once it pops up. Yeah,
Green
I like
looks hot.
green.
Green's nice. Yeah.
Pink looks really nice.
Pink
Yeah,
is
pink's cool.
There's
Oh.
the Eva, though. Look at that. Isn't that hot? I like that. We're
I
on to
feel
the
like it-
GKD Pixel. And here's the fourth
Oh.
one, just white. It was the Panda, white and black.
I like that we're seeing more pink handhelds. I think that's a good thing.
So, if they're gonna make a pink handheld, can they please make the actual sticks pink as well? Because like the
Mhm.
Looks like
unicorn
they
has,
are.
well, the unicorn has the white sticks on it still.
Oh, and they're going all pink on this one.
Yeah, I'm like, this would have been so much better if it'd been all pink.
Yeah, that's what
If you look at the
least
renders, you
render
can see
is.
yeah, the ABs are bigger than the XY buttons.
Oh, I
and
like
it
that.
looks
that.
like
Oh,
too,
Nice little touch. Yeah.
if you look at the
What?
other, like if you go to one of the other renders, the one that
That's
doesn't have
interesting.
labels on it, you can see that the AB looks like they are concave, whereas the XY are convex.
What?
And so that's really interesting.
That
Okay.
is very unique.
Super
I've
Nintendo style.
never seen that.
Yeah,
See like that right there. You can see it's concave.
Yeah.
I
They're
like the
smaller, which is wild. All right.
It's a fun design. I like it.
Well, GKD will have to hear more about this as soon as those are ready, and you'll hear our thoughts. If you guys want to talk about maybe e-waste of the week, here's something. The R40S, remember that one has a successor now, and it's called the R46. Dan's leaving. He's quitting the stream.
Why does that exist?
The R46S, so it's a 1-to-1 aspect ratio, Arcade 3566 in competition directly with the PowKiddy RGB30 and the A1 Unicorn, at least in design. So
Ben and I are definitely out on this. We're not even touching this thing. We're not going anywhere near it.
this is the R36S, though. Where is
Yeah.
that right?
Where's the R46S?
not the right-
Isn't this like the
Right one.
third different handheld that uses a shell?
No, it's the R46S is more like the A1 Unicorn.
Yeah, it looks like it's on Reddit, is where it is, and I have
It-
someone has one.
What?
Let us know. If you
Why?
have one, let us know. No, I
Why
saw it
do
on
you
Reddit.
have one?
So. I don't know.
Because these things are like Pokemon. You got to catch them all.
So the only reason
True.
I'd even want it, which I don't, is because of the
Mhm.
screen. I just like the 1x1 screen on
Me too. Yeah.
these Linux devices.
Yeah, but those controls, the 36S was at least acceptable, but some of them are just lousy, and so I'm worried.
Yeah.
Looking at the face buttons on this one, I'm like, this doesn't look good. So we'll
I
see how
mean-
it goes.
It can't be any worse than the 40S was.
Yeah, I mean,
right, Ben?
Rob and I had shoulder buttons that just didn't move because they still
I
had
had to go in and
plastic in
clip
them.
them. I had to clip
Yeah,
them.
So
for
there
it to
you go.
work.
There you go. There's a look at the device in question.
Oh, that thing looks cursed. No.
yeah.
It's
No, those
because they're
face-
using.
Oh.
I don't like how, because we've seen the
Oh,
transparent purple
man.
A1 Unicorn, and so seeing this transparent purple does not feel right.
We'll see. I don't know.
That
D-pad
look-
up top.
those
It's like a
face
lot
buttons-
of wasted space.
Yeah, there
I
it
like
is.
this purple better for the A1
Oh,
Unicorn.
man, that
Yeah, that looks nicer.
It is.
And those keep popping up on AliExpress too. I have to.
Oh,
Stop
they are.
myself.
That's right. They've been coming in stock a little bit, which is really cool. So this will be available in 3 colorways: purple, white, and red Famicom color, and
they're not
transparent
getting
black.
me with that red one again.
No,
Red
I
was cool to
wouldn't.
me.
I did not pull the trigger on the R40S itself. I didn't think
Lucky
that.
man.
I figured no, this is too much in the e-waste category. And Rob, of course, did get one
Look at
Dan
this thing.
convinced
Does
him.
that look
No,
anything like the renders?
no,
Look at this.
no. It's cheaper.
What is this?
Like I said, it always looks like it's upside down.
It's awful. Ben, why? Why would you make me buy that thing?
Honestly, why
Don't
did
know.
I let you buy it at full price is the real question. Almost like within like 3 weeks, it dropped by about $30.
So bad.
I've got
This
one
might-
sitting in a box in the other room. I've never opened it.
This
If-
might
I'm
be one
worried.
of the worst handhelds.
If
I
you
have in my
open
pile.
it, you have to physically clip some plastic to get the shoulder buttons to move. Rob and mine, it looks like someone like actually carved out the D-pad hole.
Mm.
It's
It's bad.
so bad. Yeah.
That's
it
all
is
I have.
So upsetting.
I actually have a hypothetical question for you guys.
Yeah. Is this the
what
new
do you-
Retroid?
Yeah. All right, that was my question.
That that's what was currently in the MagicX thread when I clicked on it.
No.
No.
I don't think it's real though.
I hope they don't go and make
That doesn't look real.
I have one of those in the attic. Yeah. This is called the N64 Cursed XXY XX375 Skibbity.
No.
So
And it
So
doesn't
wait,
even
what
run
was Chris's-
N64 game.
Yeah, Chris.
Sorry.
What was
your
Chris's question?
Yeah, I was gonna ask what you guys think of like limited edition colors coming out, like down the road of a system after its release. Do you
Well,
think that's like a cool thing to do, or is like a money grab?
It depends on the company.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know Russ's feelings about what I just said, but
I mean,
I think
I'll never.
Yeah, I
I'll
don't
never
really
say no to
mind. Like,
Funtastic.
yeah, I don't have any issues with it. It's like that Astrobot DualSense controller. Man, that thing looks awesome. I'd love to have it. And I
Imagine the
tried to
eyes
buy it
animated
today.
on that.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, it's fine because I got a regular controller already, and so
Yeah.
I love that there are options out there. I just don't like that feeling that comes from the depths of my soul when I want to have them all, and then I got to pay for all that.
Yeah.
So, but that's just a human thing. I think that no, I like that. I like metal editions. I like all that stuff. Yeah, I think it's cool. Yeah, unless it's coming from Analog Pocket.
yeah, there it is.
Yeah. That's what I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah, I think we like the color options. People love those transparent, those fantastic colorways. Now, as far as the environmental factor, you might get some people saying, "Hey, it's a little e-wasty to be spending, money, plus also the exhaust, the fumes, or whatever, the process from the chemicals for those transparents to get those." But nevertheless, for the end user, having a couple new color options is always fun, and I'm all for it. So I won't say no.
I'm personally all in for like companies that just have open pre-orders, or they are saying we're going to just produce them for this amount of time. But when you get companies like Analogue that just say extremely limited release, 8 a.m, and then they make like 3 of them.
Yeah, exactly. Like I would rather it be exactly that, where they're like, we're going to sell this as many as you guys want, but it's only going to be for this amount of time, as opposed to there's only going to be 500 of them. So now you guys have to fight for each other for it. Like, why are you doing that? Like,
which
just make as many as people want.
Yeah, it's going to scalpers mostly, and
Right.
Like, imagine how many more they would sell if they just left it open for a set period of time.
I agree.
And then also make sure that the regular models are easily available, because that's the other thing that frustrates me. Is like, oh, you can't get the regular ones, but we're going to make some limited edition ones that would be even harder to get. And it's like, why are you doing that?
Well,
and speaking of things that are harder to get, you guys see that the new PlayStation 5 has the new Pro variant coming out. That's going to be impossible to get at Walmart in the next month.
So dumb.
So
I'm definitely not touching that. No,
but they didn't even.
They didn't even make it smaller.
Max out the PS5 yet. Why do we need a Pro?
Right.
No, we're still getting PS4 games. So
yes, exactly. The next gen hasn't hit yet.
We don't need this yet, but if you want to be future proofed and you need to have the latest greatest, then you can spend $700 to get yourself the new PS5. It does not have a disk drive. That's a separate add-on option, apparently. For like $80.
$80. Yep. And the stand. And a stand.
And the stand. It's crazy. Games are not going to take advantage of this for a while, really. And you're basically, all you're going to gain is higher frame rates, or maybe you'll get ray tracing plus high frame rates, best graphics plus high frame rates. Astrobot is a game, the only game I play right now on my PS5, and that one doesn't benefit from the PS5 Pro. So therefore, I don't need to spend $700. I'll just buy a bunch of Retroid minis.
Yeah, I think like 5 people are gonna buy this, to be honest.
I'll be
All of them
honest.
basketball players.
I don't
Sorry.
own a single like current gen console.
Same.
Like, and like
outside of the Switch, but yeah, same.
Well, and even then, I'd almost call the Switch last gen.
Yeah.
But I mean, the only games that I personally care about that are on PlayStation already made their way over to PC.
Yep.
True. Yeah.
I've never bought a Pro model of any of these. You know, it's just I'd rather get a generational leap anytime I buy a new console. And so PS5 looks amazing. I played Astrobot this morning for a couple levels, and I was like, I can't imagine games being better than this. And so why would I want to try to do that? You know, at this point, I'm like, this is perfect. So
The last gen, the series, the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro, there was a difference, because I had the original ones, and then when the new ones came out, you felt that power difference because they were already maxing out that hardware. But we haven't done that yet with the Series X and the PS5, so I don't understand the point.
Yeah, I personally don't mind skipping the pros. Like so I had an Xbox One, and then when I jumped, or like say PS4, and the old PS4, and I jumped to the PS5, and it was such a huge difference that I was like, that was worth it. You know, like I don't want to have that mid step there. Like I love having that big generational leap, like it was from PS1 to PS2. Like I want to have that feeling, and so I don't mind it.
Well, this might kill this hardware refresh trend, because
maybe
it's gonna sell well.
And look at Microsoft; they seem to be wanting to get away completely from hardware. Honestly,
they don't need hardware anymore with Game Pass.
They just do it to do it. It feels like, you know.
Yeah, as good as it is, it's like you can use your other devices. You can use your retro handhelds to play and stream these games. PlayStation Portal, you know, although you do need a PlayStation for that one, but there's a lot of options, and a lot of ways to play these games. So you don't necessarily need the latest, greatest. And I'm guessing PS5s are going to come down in price because of this. So that's what I'm most excited for, because the regular PS5 is awesome. So
yeah,
that's my thought on that. Cool. That sounds good, everybody. Let's take a look at Analogue Pocket. We were just talking about this, creating the scarcity, but some beautiful colorways. The new metal Analogue Pocket color options are hot and poppin'. But it's also, once again, a little upsetting because they're saying, hey, this is limited edition. Every single drop from them is limited edition. It never stops. It never ends. They're very collectible within a niche community now. But, you know, you are going to have...
They have 3 colors still in stock from the limited edition drop.
Gold, I've noticed that it's taking them longer
and
now.
Dandelion.
That green's nice, though.
They're even paying for ads on Twitter.
Yes.
The thing I noticed that they're paying for ads on Twitter to say, hey, come and buy our limited edition thing. Well, that's they've created their own market in this point where people just are not interested, you know? And so I think it's just ironic, and I don't mind it. I think honestly, these look pretty great. I think the grape one in particular, like, looked really cool. But I like my white one that sits on my shelf. And so I don't need another.
What's nice is that the black and white are actually in stock right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, yeah, so 3 of them are still in stock, and then
man, that dandelion looks good.
Don't
tempt me.
So what's funny is the dandelion one, I checked yesterday morning and it was listed as out of stock.
So I got some orders that canceled.
Yeah, there's probably been a few order cancellations.
Hey, don't tempt Russ. This wouldn't be the first
time
someone's
the moment I saw that green add to cart light up, I was like, oh, maybe I should do this right now.
See, they're creating that Pavlov response in your brain now.
I know.
This is
the kiwi is the one I would have colors.
Yeah, the kiwi for sure. And then I think the red honestly looks really nice here.
I think the red is sort of like being ignored a little bit. It's actually kind of a nice color. It's kind of
I think out of the 6, the worst color is gold.
It's not V90 red, but it's definitely close.
The gold confuses me. I was like, wait, when I saw it labeled as gold, I was like, wait, what? This is gold?
They're doing a solid
I'm on the
gold.
store right now. Oh.
See,
you don't need it. Russ, you just need a red V90. Look at this. It's real red. It is real red.
Real. It's
Michael
real.
Benny was telling the truth, and I saw this the other day, and I opened it up, and I was like, "Oh my!"
That's it. You could just quit now. You could
God.
just stop what you're
Yeah,
doing.
you're done.
That's
Just the
fine.
one.
That's it.
It's all
It's
you
kind
need.
of the one. It's kind of like,
It
do
is
I
the
need to
one,
be
yeah.
in this hobby anymore now? Like
No,
this is
no.
now what I have. My kids are like, "Oh, it's a cute little handheld." Like I usually let them play the cheaper one. I'm like, "No,
That
run
is
away. Keep
unreal.
it in a safe, within a safe,
I
within a
told you it
safe,
was real. I told
protected."
you.
I hired a 24-hour guard to make sure that nothing happens to this.
Finally.
So that's your Odin 2, basically.
Yeah.
Your end game handheld.
It is. So Retroid, let's get that Flip 2. If we can get a real good Flip 2 going, I might sell this for somewhere less than, let's say, $1 million.
Holy smokes. So I'm on the Analogue page right now checking out because I'm just seeing, and shipping is half the price that it used to be. It used to be $60 to ship anything from Analogue to Hawaii. Now it's only $30.
See,
so that's pretty awesome. I mean, with taxes and everything, it's only $292 for that.
You hear him justifying it to himself right now.
Yeah,
I can make a video. I can make a video about it.
What's funny is like
sounds like you're about to hit add to cart.
Shipping prices as a whole from like DHL seem to have like dropped pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, I still paid $40 shipping for my Retroid Pocket Mini.
Audience says no, Russ.
What was it?
You guys don't want to see a video
never
on
enough.
this?
We would. We do want to see the video. We do.
I'd watch the video 100%, but it's just like you don't need it.
I get the dopamine hit when someone else spends their money, and I get to be part of that process. So
like an angel gets its wings.
That's all you need.
I mean, it's available right now, and it's not sold out. So
I wonder if I can like select and see how many are left in stock.
You're gonna accidentally check out like 200 of them.
Oh no, you can only add 2.
You know what else isn't sold out? The RH merch right now. Could be on a discount. I'm not sure. Look at that. Look at that. You want to see it in action? You can get a pillow. Look at that. Limited edition RH pillow right there.
It's constant open pre-order.
Get your Bibble card going.
I'm not buying it, but my credit card is on the other side of the room, so we're good. At least till after the show.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough.
Hey, look at the resemblance between the Retro Pocket 1. Look at that.
There's the RP1.
Close enough,
Analogue Pocket did their research. Okay. Well, that's all well and good. Enough about that. Let's talk about software, guys, before we move on to the Celeste-a-thon challenge. So GammaOS, we had the dude on recently, and turns out GammaOS Core is already in beta now. If you are a backer of the Gamma Squeeze's Patreon, you can get access now. Or if you're a content creator or a community tester or developer, you can get early access. He had it running on the RGB20SX here, and Android on an RK3566 is really cool. Realize Android without a touchscreen is kind of a tough thing traditionally, and so it'll be interesting to see, how this interacts with the device. Is there a virtual mouse? Retroid dealt with this early on before they had touchscreen in their devices. Having that virtual mouse does help. So I'm hoping that we see some of that. Or you just launch an Android and you can just, like he's doing now, just move around with the D-pad and not need to interact with the touchscreen at all, which would be cool. Russ, what are your thoughts on this one?
I think it's awesome. He sent me over a code to try it out. I haven't had a chance to try it out yet, but anytime you can expand any sort of usability with an existing handheld, I think that's great. I saw he was pulling up Mupin on this video and he was playing Mario Kart, and it was playing at full speed. In fact, when he put it in fast forward, it was going like really fast. And so this may have improved performance on Nintendo 64 in particular, compared to just trying to play it with one of the Linux distributions. So that's pretty awesome. And we saw that with the Retroid Pocket 2 back in the day. Remember, like we would or not even that. It was with like the RK3326 devices. They had the Android build,
the 351 Droid.
Yeah, 351 Droid, right? And so that had some performance gains in certain games, and that was a crappy like chip compared to this one, and so
I just remember it was a little rough. This looks way more polished than what we had going on with that.
Gamma said he tried to optimize it for without the touchscreen to be able to go around and use it.
I can tell.
Yeah,
That's a
Yeah.
game changer, honestly. Then now you get better performance
is so
without the
cool.
drawbacks. And they do have, so he does have a virtual mouse, by the way, here.
Yeah.
Implemented if you need to move around.
And the thing is
Yeah.
too that I trust this guy more than like Anbernic stock OS contractor to make their Android builds. You know what I mean? Like this guy actually knows what he's looking for and how to get.
How about the
accomplished.
MagicX one?
Right. Yeah, exactly. And so, so I like the fact that he's working on this stuff and trying to make these performance gains, especially when he's trying to squeeze it out of a low powered handheld like this, because it's just like a super awesome thing for the community. And so I think that's cool.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a build coming out for the Arc also.
Yep.
And he's covering, if you want to see, we have an article on our website that shows you what all he's going to be covering there. Let's see.
Pretty long list.
Yeah, there's a bunch
He
of
said
them,
he's
too.
working on some bugs still, that he's actually found some already.
I'll pull it up here.
Yeah. He's talked about releasing another beta for optimization. What was it? I think something about memory management. Memory optimizations, yeah.
So the list includes, the beta is going to work on the RGB30, the 20SX, the 10 Max 3, the RG503, the 353M, the ARC T, the ARC S, the 353V, the 353VS, the 353P, and the 353PS. And you want to go right here to the Patreon page, and it is, I believe, the $10 tier to get access. Is that right?
Right. And once it comes out of beta, it's just going to be available for everyone. But this is like the testing period.
Yeah. You want early access and to play with it. And I know that a few of us have codes. So we will be testing it here on the channel and showing you all our thoughts. But this is really cool. So we get Android, we get the performance benefit, and hopefully little of the jank to deal with here. Very cool, Gamma.
I might actually use my Arc again.
Oh, I love the Arc.
The Arc is so good. Yeah.
I mean, these systems have 1 GB of RAM. So he's so strapped on memory for Android, which requires a lot of RAM. And so the fact that he's getting these to work is pretty awesome.
Again, sucker for the Saturn color scheme. That's the one I have.
That's the one I have too.
I wanted it, that floating D-pad and like the dedicated Sega handheld, basically. If you can get some better Saturn working on it, which I think he said it does, that'll be better.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that should be pretty good. So GammaOS Core, try it out. Let us know your thoughts. It is available, and we have it linked in the description if you want to take a look. Now, also on the software front, people are really, really, really loving muOS and some of the strides they're making. So the banana version is entering a beta now, and you got to see this. I know, Ban, you and Rob were just singing the praises the other day, and Zoo as well, about muOS. I got to try the latest because apparently it's just making the H700 devices just ablaze with awesomeness. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Anyone tested the banana?
I haven't tested it yet. No,
I haven't yet.
No bananas yet.
No bananas.
Zoo might be our early access guy for the banana lore. But in version 2410 banana here, there are some significant changes, including adding Pipewire support, 40XX device support now, which is really cool to see. Storage preference module, analog sticks on the H and the 40XX no longer have snapping. Thank you, Gamma Squeeze, on that one. And looks like the devs have worked together to make each of these softwares even better. And there's a whole longer list of changes you can read here on muOS.dev.
One cool thing, they're working on network profiles. So you will basically, so if you have multiple credentials, like you're going between places and you have Wi-Fi, you can have Wi-Fi set up for both. And so you can just go between the two. And I do that all the time. I'm in the studio, got my Wi-Fi here, and then I go back home to test something. And then I've got to go and delete and reinsert my credentials. And this will allow you to have both, which I think is great.
Yeah, just making the experience easier, because I know for me, man, it's like, I just want to remove as many barriers to just playing the game. That's why Garlic OS 1.0 was so good to me. Just turned it on, played the game. That's it. There was nothing else.
Like with like MinUI and Garlic, all that stuff is just so good. Yeah.
So muOS seems to be moving to this place of just simplicity and with still having a great feature set. So that's cool.
Is that one of the newer groups?
Yeah, new-ish. It's about a year.
Been
Yeah,
about a
year
year.
and a half.
They were on the original 3.5XX mustard
Yeah.
OS back then. Yeah.
Now they've
So
upgraded to
somebody
the new...
reached out to me. I couldn't remember who it was. And they were saying we're kind of new to the scene.
Yeah, there's just so many firmware options for the H700 now. muOS seems to be leading the pack now. We always kind of wondered which one is going to be the one that everyone sort of adopts. And it took a while. We thought it was going to be Garlic, but it wasn't. We had Newly, and then
there's
we
so many
had
that have come in now.
MiniUI, and I think muOS seems to be the one that a lot of people are just navigating towards. So it's cool
Definitely
to
for
see.
people who are like tinkerers, I think that's the best fit. Like if
Yeah.
you really want to tweak your system, you want to get in there and have fun with it, then muOS is really set up for that. Newly is really set there to make it beautiful and just kind of easy to jump into. And so
Newly
really
is
depends
great
on what
too,
you're looking for.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or I mean, there's always MinUI as well,
Right.
which I know
Simple.
that there are some abominations of that as well too.
The thing about MinUI, that's the one that I put on when I'm gifting it to somebody who's like a Luddite. You know what I mean?
It's
I'm
so
like, hey,
simple, yeah.
like I sent it to my best friend the other day where I was like, I just sent him an SP. It was the one that has like the Game Boy Color to it. And
Yeah.
I just put it MinUI. I configured everything. I made collections. So it was like, hey, here
Yeah.
are all the Metroid games. Here are the Pokemon games, put a bunch of ROM hacks on there for him because I knew he wouldn't be able to find that stuff, and just sent it. I didn't even send instructions. This guy is so bad with computers, right? I just sent it, and I was like, he will figure this out. All he has to do is figure out how to press that menu button, and that's it.
We're
Yeah.
good to go.
That's the beauty of MinUI. It's just so simple. I
Yeah.
love it. It's so clean and so simple. Yeah, it's good stuff.
And do you guys see also that Ethereal SX2 is there's a new build now? We're getting new
Yes.
PS2. Finally, we're getting Nether SX2 dev is working on a port of PSSX2 for Android, which is a true
Yes.
successor to Aether SX2. So we might get improved and more updated PS2 emulation on Android-based devices, which is awesome to see
Yep.
in so many ways.
If it happens, it's gonna be pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, like the GitHub page is just blank right now. Like it's just like
Right.
I'm working on
Yeah.
this. It's just an announcement of that. And so my fear is that they won't put too much pressure on them. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's like with the Skyline devs when they were like, oh, we're going to make a new emulator for Windows stuff. And they announced it. And then they just like buckled under that pressure. Maybe they didn't buckle, but they just moved on, right? Before they could actually get to it. And all that hype started coming up, And so that's my one worry is that like, as I'm the one that put the tweet out, right? I get it. But at the same time, like, let's leave this guy alone. Let it cook,
Yeah. Let him cook.
Yeah. So more to come on this. It's exciting to see that it's happening. We're finally going to move past the Aether SX2, the 3668 edition, standard, which is nice. Well, we're almost done with the whole news thing. The last thing I had on deck today was the Pico 8 handheld console. So their Pico 8 has a specific console being made just for these games. And here in the render here, it looks blue, transparent, looks really nice. Very simple, of course. So you just have your D-pad and your two buttons, and then your, I guess, start and select.
This is perfect.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Do we know anything else? People are asking what's the resolution?
So
What's the
he
price?
did respond, I think, in the comment below that.
480 by 480.
4-inch LCD, 480 by 480. Unless we find something 720 by 720 for a reasonable price. Wow.
Well, someone get him in touch with PowKiddy.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
gotta be cheap.
Yeah.
Ask them what their source is.
Yeah. I like it. It's so simple.
Oh yeah.
You don't need much with Pico 8, right?
No,
And it
I
really has
like
No.
it. I
power.
think it's a good idea. Just having like a dedicated Pico
Yeah.
8. I think that's
What is that flange thing on the right side? What
Is that a
It looks like a
cartridge
cartridge
slot
or something.
Yeah.
That's
Can you put your
kinda
JPEGs in there?
Yeah. I'm not sure what that is, but I think you kind of got the idea there. It might be just like cartridges.
Oh yeah, look at
It
that.
is. It
yeah.
is some kind of cartridge.
Interesting.
So I guess
Like storage.
maybe your SD card is in that thing, and then you're just
Yeah.
popping it in for like the aesthetic of it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Huh.
I mean,
Okay.
have you guys seen the mods where people turn like the RGB 20 SX into a
Mhm.
Pico 8 handheld? Like
Remove the sticks, pretty much.
they removed they removed the sticks, they removed two of the face buttons even.
Oh,
And so
and
it's
the back
just
buttons.
yeah,
flat
like Yeah, flat back. That's the
Yep.
word. Sorry, Rob.
Dare you.
That's kind of the vibe I get off of this as well. Is it feels
Yes.
like that.
Well, I think this is really cool. But speaking of Pico 8, I don't want us to run us too over today time-wise. Let's move on to the Pico 8 gameplay challenge. The Celeste-a-thon is on. And now I understand that we're going to have maybe a leaderboard today. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Ban has got something going on.
Well, I
Computer
sent
Sony.
something to there. Those are the current times,
Okay.
as well as
We're gonna-
what everyone used on them.
Okay, so we're just going to add to this. But who's going to keep track of the time today then?
That's a good question.
Wow.
I can run it like last time and just have a
That's
separate.
good.
Actually, yes, producer Sony. If you can, what I did last time is just on Google. If you pull up just a timer, Google has a built-in timer just on Google, and you can just pull it up as a screen share and then just start and stop it. The stopwatch. So we're saying when someone's ready, you start, and then as soon as you get past the cloud stage, then you stop, and then we record the time. And we'll add it to the leaderboard.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
so
they got-
nervous.
Stubbs and I made
no,
a
it's
bad-
just for fun.
We made
It's
a
just
wrong
for
choice with
fun.
that V10. That V10 was
Yeah.
not it.
It was just for fun.
I know. I practiced a little bit today, and I started with the 40XXV. Because I was like,
That's
it's
what
got
I'm
such a
gonna
good
use.
D-pad.
I'm scared.
I moved away. I went to my clamshell.
Oh,
last week.
no.
So I was like, I need
I-
clicky. So,
Everyone got so confused last time when I pulled out the Pixel.
I think that's a good move.
Where is it?
Here, I'll pull it
'Cause
up on mine.
It was like a shockingly good D-pad experience for being like this tiny.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll just swap between these two things. here.
Mega stopwatch.
we like
Yeah,
a big
okay.
stopwatch.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to demonstrate.
Oh, he's
I'll
demonstrating.
go.
He's
I'll
demonstrating.
go first. So I'll
No.
run the timer.
You're gonna run the timer and play.
Well,
He's a man of
I mean, we can-
I did it last time.
We can
add or
always put-
remove.
what
Yeah,
you
you
think
can
like 2
track.
seconds?
Nah, give me 1.
1 second. Okay.
Give me 1 second. Yeah.
Where'd the thing go?
Oh. Pull it back up. Okay.
Is it what once you start moving or
Get this going here. Yeah, and so once I start moving, it's gonna be tough. So yeah, give me 1 second. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, go.
oh yeah, he only needed 1 second. Oh, he's making moves. He's going
Yeah.
back
go.
forth.
Someone's
Back.
been practicing.
A little bit today, but
He's getting there though. He's
well, I
doing
kept
well.
wanting to go for the strawberry, and it's
They're-
like, no, the strawberry's a trap.
The
it just
strawberries
wastes
are
time.
really addicting.
We don't need to though for this. So just
Really addicting.
every time
Okay.
you go up there, that makes me so nervous.
So skip the key. Don't get the key.
You're doing really well.
Wow.
I
Oh,
mean,
don't
compared to
tell me that.
Stubbs.
compared to last time, he's doing way better.
This is good.
Well, I'm just trying not to get nervous about it. That's why I mess up. There we go. Done.
Oh.
Okay.
It was like 40.
It was
I-
47. 47.
47. Yeah, I
Yeah.
paused 2 seconds after. So 47 seconds. Okay. Not as good as Band's last time, but still pretty good.
That's
So I guess we
solid.
No, I
add
think
that to the leaderboard.
no.
That's
My
better
time
than
was
Dan's.
40. Yeah, my
now the-
last time was
you're-
48.
Yeah, Bam was 48 last time.
Oh, really? Wait, I thought
Yeah.
you were 40.
You are the
Oh,
new
you just-
champion right now.
Yeah.
No way! I did
Yeah.
something good. What? What?
That was amazing. I'm crying over
Oh,
I-
beautiful.
oh man, my palms are
I
they're
did
getting
something.
here. I
sweaty.
know. I'm like nervous.
My
I'm
I've
like,
knees
never
oh,
been
are
known
weak.
as
Step
being
up
a
your
Arms are
good
heavy.
gamer. Okay, well that's what a little
What device
practice
did you
will do
use?
for ya.
The
I used the new one, the freaking, what do you call this?
This is
Emulation.
a chunky boy.
I did. What's upsetting is that I did better in this performance than my actual game footage you're going to see tomorrow. Which I'm sure Sony just comp the edit together so it looks like I'm that awesome.
So-
Or just use the footage from here and
yeah,
put it in
we'll
there.
swap it in. We'll swap
Uh,
it.
Here's a question for you, Subs.
Yeah.
Do you want to have 2 times in, one for each device, or do you just want one?
Just one's fine.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. People in the community probably want to know which device are we doing the best on, because I did bad on the V10 and now I've done good on the Cube, but a little more or on the 406V.
I was gonna say, because I can add
Maybe
in.
add both. Yeah, go ahead and add the
Then let
both
me,
times.
because I have the leaderboard up as well.
Yeah, you might as well add the other version. Rob, you want to go next?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, let me pull this up. Add a stage. Okay. Where's your thing at? Put that there. All right. Let me know when you're ready. Yeah.
All right, just give me the go ahead.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
No.
Hold on. Hold on. Just, you want to take a second?
Sure. You
I stopped it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it again.
All
3,
right.
2, 1, go.
No.
I'm not giving you a second mulligan.
Oh my god.
Here he goes. Here he goes.
Is that
Going
the
up.
rule? We got one mulligan each.
I think one mulligan's fair. On the first screen, I think you should be able to.
Oh yeah, just on the
Restart.
first screen. I don't.
Yeah, that's the rule.
It wouldn't make sense to do it at like the cloud level.
Like,
Right.
yeah, let's restart.
Hey, he's doing good though.
Yeah.
He started a second delayed though from when I hit start, so I want to give him a second to handicap.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably a delay in the feed.
Okay, he's on the
Doing
balloon part. There he goes. He's going up. Rob's at the cloud level. He's got to get through this one screen, and we are good.
Oh no!
Oh,
What?
oh, you had it. You could have beaten me.
No!
See, you're getting in your head now.
He's getting in his own head.
Just slow down, Rob. Just slow it down. Okay, 1 minute exactly. But
Damn.
Well,
But-
take a second off.
one second. Take a second. You get 59 seconds.
Oh,
59
man.
seconds. Not bad. Not bad. Better than your last run.
Nah, I
Better
had-
than
I
your
had
last run.
I had better runs, man.
Oh, it's good. It's good. It was good.
I see what Russ is talking about, though. It's that
It's those nerves.
it's the nerves.
Yeah, it's true.
Now I know what Eminem feels like, man.
I'm not gonna have Ban go next because no one can play after that. So let's have
Oh my
Russ.
gosh.
Oh,
We should have
okay.
Ben go
He'll be good.
first next
Okay,
time.
I gotta switch my camera. Hold on.
Russ, I don't think I've ever seen you be nervous before. It's
I'm
endearing.
nervous.
Oh,
I'll be sure to
don't be nervous.
add in like images afterwards.
I got to get the mic so you can see. I have to like switch full on cameras here, so you guys can see me all right in this.
Yep,
Oh,
Hope
yeah.
you're not
looks
too
great.
reflective. All right, so let me go
Nope.
in.
It looks awesome.
You got your 35XX SP there.
That's
And
right.
Rob, what
running
do you play on,
natively.
Rob? Your
The 40 XXV.
XXV for the audio listeners. Yeah.
Next time I'm gonna go with a clicky D-pad. I think that's the move.
Oh, I'm nervous.
That's the move.
Oh,
You and me.
Same.
Russ,
all
Russ, you
nervous.
can play. You can play as many
Same.
practice rounds as you want. And let me know when you're.
no,
when you're
no.
ready.
Let's just do.
You want to do it?
this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. You're also getting a second added to the timer.
Oh no. Oh gosh.
on the right side, nice. And he's going up on the second stage.
Oh, that was beautiful.
And
though.
and he
Oh,
saved, recovered.
Oh no. I'm.
Don't stubs it up here. Go. You go and he skips strawberry.
Oh,
Smart
that was
move,
good. That was
and he's
good.
going up. Oh, and then we're going to
I'm-
the stage
oh,
where
no.
there's the
Oh,
jumping
no.
block from Mega Man. Russ told me before we were doing this that he's like, if we were playing the regular Celeste, not the Pico 8 version, I'd school you all. I was like, well, you're gonna have to bring your A game to regular old Pico 8 Celeste.
Yeah, maybe we
today."
gotta bring him back next time.
It's funny 'cause
I-
I actually have more experience with the modern version of Celeste.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
me
that's what he was saying too.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
so-
okay. Oh, I stopped at 2 seconds
Yeah.
late, so we're gonna move 2 seconds.
49.
49, yeah,
Give him 49.
49.
Okay.
Holy crap, you almost beat me though.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
There was one part where you kind of skipped over, which was awesome. You got a lot of time
so-
from that.
Yeah. I told the guys earlier, but like I got 35 seconds earlier today when I was practicing, and so I knew
Damn.
that nerves was gonna mess me up, and so it's all good.
Oh,
that was
I'm-
a good enough run.
I'm
Camera
nervous.
adds 10 seconds. But we learned that was very good though. 49 seconds. Damn, that would have been demolishing in our last round. Okay, Ban.
By 30 seconds.
Oh
Hey,
god.
Ban. What do we got here
gosh.
today?
Hold on.
No pressure.
Russell, you don't mess up.
Next time we do this, we should bring the worst D-pads.
Don't tell me that. I'd have to bring my wiki pad.
I'll bring my wiki pad. I'll set up Celeste on that thing.
Let's do the R40S.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we should make the challenge harder every time and just play on some of the worst D-pads.
Oh,
that we
TrimUI.
possibly
That's
can.
right. I saw you
Oh, a
practicing
man
on
of
this.
culture, I see.
We should let chat choose next time.
Chat can choose which handhelds we play on. I like that.
I
My
consider the
handheld-
TrimUI. It's a good choice.
It's the
Oh,
D-pad that
Ban's
does it.
feeling the nerves now
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Feel free to warm up. I'll say that to everybody. And the colors look popping on that device.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Okay. All right.
We believe in
Three.
you, Ban.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, can I?
Mulligan.
We're gonna
Mulligan.
we're gonna mulligan, 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 mulligan.
Oh my gosh.
Shake it off, shake it off. Remember, you are the Celeste champion, Ban. You are the world gold
Well,
medalist.
not right now.
Well, it's true. You're only as good as your last run. So let's try this again. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Do a Ban. He's on the first level. He's jumping and he's skipping the strawberry smart move there. And we're going to the second part
Oh,
and
he's
we're
crazy.
getting over and he's
This
jumping
is
straight up.
crazy.
Look how fast he is once he gets in his flow state, though. Have you ever seen something like this in my entire life? No, I don't think so. He's going
No, he's-
already up the part where we're jumping through the Mega
He's
Man
in
like
Matrix.
disappearing blocks. He's in the zone. He's feeling it. He's never been more
Jeez.
alive than this moment. He is a
Oh.
machine made to Celeste, and he is going and he is skipping the key going up. And here's the balloon part. He's no problem.
gosh,
like
that
it's
was so
nothing.
Wow, that
and
was
he's already
insane.
at the freaking clouds, and he is done at
Oh,
36 seconds.
Minus
And
one.
Oh,
Minus
one.
one.
35 seconds. 35 seconds. Ban
Look at
once
that.
again is the winner of tonight's Celeste-a-thon.
Bring the clicky.
Oh,
D-pad.
wow.
My God.
Okay. You know, can
Slaughter.
we like? Oh, hold
Slaughter.
on.
Where's
Let's
that
have a
leaderboard?
moment
Where's
here,
that
though.
leaderboard?
How old is Ben? He's what, like 20, 21, 24,
He's
25, 20
Yeah,
something.
he's, you
All right, so
know.
we can deduct at least, I don't know, we just subtract his age from ours and take that off in time.
Oh,
That's fair.
wait,
right?
what happened here?
Take off 14 seconds for Stubbs, and you know that we'll call that even.
Yeah, and then we're good.
Wow.
So, Ban, why does it say you have 0 seconds?
There, I fixed it.
Oh, okay.
I'll
You still
add
say,
in.
No, it still
Okay.
says 0.
on
No, there
the-
goes-
There we
It,
Oh,
go.
you're
it
okay.
There
updates
you go.
after a few seconds.
Oh.
And then subtract 14 for Stubbs.
So okay, so ETA Prime, I know that it was one of his first times playing the game, and so he's going to come back to challenge us all. But right now we're looking at ETA Prime in 10th or 9th place, and then Rob's V10 in 8th, Stubbs V10 in 7th, Aish's 20SX in 6th, Rob 40XXV in 5th, Russ 35XX SP in 4th, Bands Pixel in 3rd, my 406V playthrough today in 2nd, and Ban's now new winning score for the Celeste-a-thon challenge is 35 seconds on the TrimUI Smart. Oh my God, the man's a machine.
35
Yeah,
seconds.
that was really
is
good.
Wild. Yeah, that's wild.
with
Ooh.
people watching.
Ooh.
I mean,
Yeah,
I practiced
ETA
earlier
Prime.
today. My best run was like 45 seconds. I want to say that's insane. 35 seconds is crazy.
I'm still going,
Yeah.
by the way. Sorry.
No big deal. Nope.
He's
No
a machine. He's a machine. That's wild. Wow.
Look at that.
How? You must teach us.
You know,
the
like
way,
in
man.
in history, what happens is, like, for example, when they make like a new world record in the high jump, and it's been 50 years since somebody made that world record, they make it, and then almost immediately afterwards, a bunch of other people will start making it, and it's like that.
Yeah.
Like we're all getting to that next level, and once a human sees that it's possible, then
Mhm.
we all rise to that occasion, and so we're all getting there. I'm gonna get you.
Oh,
We're
Yeah.
gonna do it.
So we're all going to be together we're all going to be at CES 2025. A bunch of us YouTubers here and some RH folks. Russ will be there. Baldly Rudy, the Fox, ETA Prime, Clef from Game Talk Tech,
oh.
freaking Miles from Cyber Dopamine, Zoo, of course, Rob, and God, Team Retrogue. Dan W., our podcast editor. A bunch of folks are showing up, Derek and Mikey possibly. Anyways, what I'm getting at here is that we are going to have another podcast episode at CES, and I think it's a perfect time to do an in-person Celeste-a-thon.
Oh, that'd be
we can
fun.
do some we can do some brackets maybe, and sort of do some I don't know yet. I haven't formed the full thought yet, but I think we can do some fun multiplayer competitive stuff and milk it for content, because it is freaking amazing to get in challenge mode with these dudes, especially Russ. I love it when we're at the arcade playing some. You're schooling us at. Yeah, I like it though. It's fun. It's fun. It gets me in that mood a little bit, because usually I'm like, I don't know. I lose a lot. It's fine. Yeah. But now I'm like, okay, I'm going to practice for today, because you said you were practicing. So I was like, I know I'm going to practice.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm super competitive, but I like losing too, because it means the other guy wins. And so it's one of those things where I like the spirit of the competition, but I don't really actually care to win. So
I know. It's still fun, and Ban is still.
You know, it's a good one that we could play. Monkey Ball. The mini games of Monkey Ball is a lot of fun.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
It is. My kids love that. We love playing those Monkey Ball mini games. Oh, so good. All right, everybody. Well, I think with that, let me see if I got all the questions out here. We have a few starter ones we might have missed. Okay, just a couple quick questions for the group and for Russ. Russ, if you had to compare a handheld device to every new release, which one would it be? Oh, good question.
Oh, so like a standard device that I would compare all the others to? Well, I think I already do that with the Odin 2. So I'm always like, oh, it's no Odin 2, or the Steam Deck, you know. Van just finished Celeste. What was your time?
5 minutes 36 seconds.
Did you just beat the game?
Great.
Actually, that's a pretty solid death count. Most of mine are like 12, 13. I set it down for a bit.
Unreal.
That's crazy.
All right, let me actually put my normal camera back up. Hold on.
Anyway, yeah, for a device to compare with every new release, it's hard to say, because they're all in different brackets. You know what I mean? When it comes to the lower end ones, I think that the SP has been kind of my standard for the past several months, you know. But then, you know, the higher end, yeah, Odin 2, and then with PC, obviously, it's going to be Steam Deck. So those are usually the ones that I'll try to gravitate to. Mio Mini is also another one I used to always compare against.
Good question. And question for the panel from Peace4. Thoughts on reaching out to Retroid Rep? What steps are being taken on avoiding launch issues like past releases? Oh, we already talked about
we talked about this. Yep.
Green Protagonist, pick 3 devices to game on for the rest of time. Devices can be any price, includes all accessories and games to play, may include your favorite everyday carry device. Pick 3 game devices the rest of time. I mean, right now, MSI Claw, come on. Come on. Obviously my Red V90 for my small size, and for my Android, probably the Odin 2 Mini right now anyways.
Odin 2 Mini is good
at the moment. Yeah, I don't know though. It's a toss up. I have
There's so many good devices. That's the thing. It's
yeah, especially now.
Yeah,
it's true. Good question. Do you guys have answers for this one? You want to toss to the wall real quick?
Yeah, I would say
Ally X for me.
Yeah, Ally X is like my big one right now, and then Odin 2. But I'm hoping maybe the Retroid Pocket 5 is like my PS2 device, you know, and then the SP.
Has to be the SP. Rob, what about you, man?
Yeah, Ally X for sure. I think the Odin 2 Mini, like you, and then, you know, probably some H700. I mean, you know, I've been using the 40XXV quite a bit. Yeah. Like, that's one I just like a lot. It's pretty solid. It's cheap.
Wave Race
it. I did 2 of my game of the months on there, so you know, I mean, it's been getting a lot of use. I really enjoy that device. You know.
Rad. Good answers. Ban. What about you, my friend?
Going in the opposite direction, I'd probably say
with
the I'm starting with the small one. I'd probably I'd probably also say like an H700, but I'd probably go with the SP as well.
Nice. So good, yeah.
I'd probably say like we'll wait and see how the RP5 does, but otherwise I might actually say the Odin 2 standard.
Mm-hmm.
And then I still haven't found something to replace the low-key Max for me.
Oh, your low-key Max love and adoration. That's fair.
I've been trying so hard to replace that, but I can't.
That's okay. You got to love what you love. It's a guilt.
What
That's my
OS
go.
are you running? Windows still, or you move on to Bazite or anything?
I'm still running Windows on it, but I just have it set to launch right into big picture mode. So I have the handheld control software right in Steam, so I can just select it and go. So I never see Windows.
Gotcha. Yeah, that works. That's how I have an ROG NUC that I reviewed a couple weeks back. I have that in the living room now, and that's the same thing. It just automatically logs into Windows and then goes straight into big picture mode. It's working fine. I could put Bazite or something on it, but I don't really need to.
Yeah, big picture mode just works as well, honestly.
Yep. Yeah.
Fair and good answers. All right. And I just realized Chris left us some time ago. So thanks Chris from Retroid for joining us. I think we must have lost him during the Celeste-a-thon.
Yeah, I think it was right in the middle of it.
Right at 7:58. So thanks for joining us today. Okay, Green Protagonist. The best handheld is the one you have on you. Yes, absolutely.
I always say that,
sir.
Yep.
Thank you for all these super chats tonight, everybody. Oh my gosh, Hector Martinez, I want a Mini Plus, but with the Retroid Mini specs. Yep, I think that's a good option there. Pride Tunes, bring back the GBC design. No more bricks. All right, good to have that opinion. I think Mr. Bandana Head, don't want to be rude. Oh yeah, we talked about that. Yeah. Castlevania or Metroid from Nick here. Nick Kentros. Oh man, give me that.
That's a hard choice. I'm personally gonna leave Metroid. I'm gonna agree with Rob for Metroid. Yeah,
I'm gonna go Castlevania. Aria of Sorrow. Come on.
I know. That's why I'm like this. That's a hard one for me. I actually love both franchises quite a bit.
Well, that's why they have Metroidvania now.
I know.
So popular.
That's tough. Yeah, that's really tough.
And Jared White.
I would go with Metroid myself too.
Yeah. Just overall, you get some good replayability there. Good question. Jared White, question for Russ. Perfect niche handheld if you could create it into existence. Van and I'll skip.
Yeah, so I'd say the RG Arc, but with enough power to play Saturn.
Yes,
like that's the niche one I need.
Yes,
6 buttons for fighting games, and then maybe give it honestly 480p is fine with the screen. 4 inches is still fine because I like to play those at the original resolution anyway, so I don't need upscaling or anything. I think that's probably what I would want. Yeah,
I'm with Russ on that. I want that. Yeah, I need an Arc that could play full Saturn games. That's what I need. I need that to happen.
Yeah. I'm in on that too. So 3 of us.
And with that, everybody, I think we're going to go ahead and end our show today. This has been a long one, but it's been a really fun one. Time has flown by once again. And where am I at? We're on the 16th. Okay, good. Everybody, I just want to thank you all once again so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share to stay in the know for all of your favorite retro handhelds. And once again, a special thanks to my never updating this list, but I will soon, I promise. Our patrons and Discord subs and our YouTube members for making this show and everything we do here possible. Perks with us start for as little as $3 a month, actually. Hop into our Discord and chat and play games, get some sweet RH swag, and join us on the next episode where we're going to be joined by the Medal of Honor co-creator, Christopher Cross, and he's doing some new games these days, but he actually did help co-create the first 4 or 5 Medal of Honor games, led the design and all that. And so it's going to be fun to pick his brain. We'll talk some Medal of Honor nostalgia. Maybe he'll walk us through some unknown devs war stories or things like that. So that'll be next Monday. But until then, Russ, dude, thank you so much for joining. Congrats on the almost 550,000. And when you get to 1 million, I hope you'll still stop by the old RH podcast.
I will be so sold out by then. No, thank you guys for having me on.
It's been another good one. And Rob, of course, stay tuned for his various videos, as well as the RG406.
Yep, I'm cooking.
Let the man cook. Check him out at Retro Tech Dad, and Ban, of course, has some more unboxed videos coming out, so stay tuned for that. Until the next one, though, this has been Stubbs with RH saying, take care of those handhelds.
He wants us to finish for